Hey, everybody. Glad you can make it over here from the Mash and Drum. Another fun stream with Jason tonight. Drinking a lot of damn fine whiskeys. What a lucky gentleman that is. I mean, I would like to drink some of that stuff with him, but we're going to drink a little bit more. Hopefully, people are still funneling over from the Mash and Journey. I'm sorry, Mash and Drum. Looking at their link for their store picks here. If you haven't, follow Jason on Instagram. He's out on Instagram a lot, and you can definitely see what he's hunting and what he's getting his hands on. It's pretty neat, actually. Um, just going to have a couple drinks, hang out with people, say hello. We'll talk to some people that have shown up already in the chat. So let's do that now. Hey, if you can you hit that thumbs up for me? It really helps my channel be found by other people. And, we're just trying to build a community here. So I appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed to me, please do. I'm on that subscriber climb like a lot of people and having a good time doing what I'm doing. So first person here, Wombat Drinking Buddy. I hope you're still here, man. Will I be your drinking buddy? You know I will, buddy. Absolutely. I love me some wombats. Hey, what's everybody drinking? Drop that in the chat as well. I just poured a little bit of Redwood Empire American whiskey, batch 2. So that's what I'm drinking, or about to. Going to nose it a little bit. If you've had this, let me know. I'd like to know what you think about it. All right, going to blaze through here real quick. Hey, Mike Franklin's here. Good to see you, buddy. Always good to see you. Rob Shield, Aloha Beaches and Cheeches. Oh, I love that, man. That sunset picture is just kind of like a placeholder for me. And I just use it to throw some banners on there, tell people I'm on the way. And then I don't know if you saw the little intro video. We might review that again as more people come in. I just made that tonight while watching the Mash and Drum with Jason. So I figured I needed a little something other than me just popping on the screen like stark Cheech face. But this is the Whiskey Encore. My saying is one more pour. It's like one more song at the end of the night, but it's one more pour. I know a lot of people are on the West Coast and other places in the world, and they're not always ready for the whiskey streams to end. So that's why I do this. I am the Whiskey Encore. Tim Evans, hey buddy, cheers to you as well. Always good to see you. Got a drink to my friend Tim Evans. Who else is here? Oh, Trevor Kunkel, the other Trev. I know I say that a lot, Trevor. I hope that doesn't bother you. There's the Bourbon Wrench, Trev Wilson, and then there's Trevor Kunkel. Two awesome people. You guys are both awesome. Ben Demon Hunter is here. Hey, Ben, what's up, man? Good to see you as always. Who else is here? Justin Jonas. Hey, what's up? Blade and secondary prices will go up 50% after the Mash and Drums next live stream. Probably. I mean, it probably will. That's the problem about exposing people to new whiskeys is we're exposing a lot of people to the whiskeys we're also looking for. So it kind of decreases our chances of finding those bottles. But man, if you have the right friends, they'll hook you up. And by hook you up, I mean you get samples from them. They'll drink with you. I know I'll drink with you. If I'm in your neighborhood, I'm coming by. I hope you don't mind because we're going to have some whiskey. That's Purdy. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm going to try to catch you up here real quick. There's 45 people in the chat. I'm not ignoring you. We'll get there in a minute. And if you look at the top of the chat, I have pinned a link to this stream. I'm certainly going to welcome people on to hang out. There's Independent Joe. Hey, buddy. I talked to Joe today. Good conversation, Joe. I really enjoyed what we talked about. Fun stuff. T. Hutch is in the house. Tim Evans, what's in your Glen? Yeah, Tim Evans, what's in your Glen? You probably already answered that. I'm like 9 minutes behind chat, and I haven't even been on 9 minutes, so pretty good at that. Joshua Fuente in the house. Nothing better to do. Didn't wake up till noon, so not tired. Hey, I'm not tired either, and I woke up at 5:30 in the morning, but I'm weird. I don't sleep a lot. Why? Why sleep? There's plenty of things for me to do. Big Vic in the house. Cheers to everyone. Cheers to you, Big Vic. I like Big Vic. He hangs out with us on the live stream sometimes, even if he's working, which is pretty awesome. Bourbon is here, my brother from another mother. Bourbon, love you, buddy. I'm glad you're here. You could certainly jump on and hang out if you're feeling like it. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. Wesley Zeller. Evening all. Evening, Wesley. Good to see you, buddy. Who else is here? Aaron Hardiman has joined. Also, evening to all. Wow. Did you just cut and paste from Wesley's comment? No, I see that you have an exclamation point, so it's not exactly the same. Way to be an individual, buddy. Really appreciate you being here. Sorry if I'm making silly jokes. I'm completely sober. I was modding the mash and drum, so I try to keep my A game on for that stuff when there's a few hundred people there in the chat. Blants can't go up anymore. The hype is already there. Trevor, you're not wrong. I do see some Blantons occasionally. I'm not really a Blantons guy, so I usually let them go to somebody else who wants them. I do have a few. I humble myself with my Blantons. I keep them on my bottom shelf, except for one that's a special bottle that you guys can't see ahead of me, above my head. Donald Rance is here, my good Canadian friend from Eastern Canada. Donald Rance, the Whiskey Yoda. I'm drinking to you, buddy. I'm drinking to you. Oh, okay. So Tim Evans answered that question. I skipped over it real quick, but there it is. He answered T. Hutch. He is drinking the new Pursuit United, and he is a fan of it. Tim, I passed on that bottle, and I probably shouldn't have. Why don't you shake some sense into me every once in a while and say, Cheech, you got to get this one. Don't pass on it. Anyway, let's keep going. Keep going. Who else is here? Well, I see, well, Whiskey Eyes, Leon and Trisha have made it over. It's good to see y'all. I hope both of you are here. I know last night Trisha joined on the Livewire Whiskey stream, impromptu stream, because the Bourbon Junkies didn't go live because of weather event in their area knocked out their power. And there was no streaming with no power. So I'm sure I missed other people. Who else is here? All right, Whiskey Samurai's here. He's got a channel. You can go check that out. He, whiskey. And apparently, if you're into Hot Wheels and things like that, that's also his thing. Pretty cool, actually. All right. I'm going backwards for a second because I missed some people. Bourbon Neophyte is here. Hey, Anthony, good to see you, buddy. And Mitch Whitman is just got off work, pouring some Remus 4 and some Sam Houston 14. I could say you're doing no wrong there. That's probably either one would be a win. So count that as a win. All right, I'm so slow. I'm so sorry. I'm not good at this thing. All right, I'm way back. Jeffrey Wack is here. What's up, Jeffrey Wack? Good to see you, man. Always good to see you. Richie Z. That's right, my brother, Richie Z. California way. I know someone else asked where I am located. Down in the chat, I'll get to that. I am in Florida. You were in Tennessee. I'm in Florida. I love Tennessee, though. Beautiful place. Parts of it. All right. Rob Shields is here. Hey, Rob Shields. I'm not sure if you've ever been onto one of my streams, but I'm glad you're here now, buddy. Really appreciate that. Hey, if anybody can tell me whether this sounds good or not, I did something different tonight with my setup. I'm trying to make some improvements as well as try to simplify my setup. Kind of a hard thing to do, and it makes you a little uncomfortable when you change things, but I think I'm doing okay, and apparently people can hear me. Looking for some thumbs up over on my other screen there to see if you guys hear me just fine. The sound's good. Whiskey Dick. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, Bill? All right. Sorry. Justin Jenkins is here. Good to see you, Justin Jenkins. What's up, Cheech? Just another night of the week where I'm drinking whiskey and hanging out with cool people. It's Rye Time is here. Hey, man. Haven't seen you around in a bit. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Who Flung Dung, my literal top 5 screen names ever. I think that's a great one. I love it every time I see that in the chat because, well, sometimes it's a shit show. Hope it's not a shit show right now. Donald Rance is here. I already said Donald Rance, but he's saying hello to Richie. That's coast to coast and transcontinental. I believe that counts. No, you're on the same continent, so I don't know what I'm talking about. 21090 is here. I was on 21090's stream for a brief moment last night. I'm not going to say it was a good thing that the Junkies didn't go on, but I was able to go watch some other channels because I wasn't modding the Junkies. And I went over to 21090 and popped on their stream for a bit. Man, what a fun stream those guys have. If you're into just everything, music, whiskey, cool shit, they've got it going on. If you haven't subscribed to them, you should because it's worth a watch for sure. Who else is here? Embellish Podcast. Now, that's a new one to me. Awesome. Let the Blantons dry up their bank accounts so it'll leave some other things on the shelf. Sorry, I had to look around my camera for that. Who else is here? Mitch Whitman. Okay, we talked about that. Mitch, did you decide which one you're having? Are you going to do the Remus 4 or the Sam Houston 14? And what state batch is that Sam Houston 14? I'd like to know. Oh, so Jason made it over here. What's up, Jason? Good to see you, man. So last week I went live after the Bourbon Junkies. That was my Whiskey Encore last Tuesday. And afterwards, Jason joined in and hung out for like an hour. We had a great conversation. And then I figured tonight, why not go on after the Mash and Drum? And here I am, and here you are, and we're all hanging out. Got about 50 people in the chat. It's pretty cool. Okay, Anthony, yes, please smash the like button. I'm sure I've got some mods in here somewhere. You guys help me out a little bit, if you could. All right, there you go. T. Hutch has got the... Let me tell you that Remus Repeal Batch 5 is no joke. I drank some of that on my stream on... I guess overnight, Saturday into Sunday. Actually drank through the entire 5. I got some samples of 1 through 4, and I got a couple bottles of the 5, and the 5 was the clear winner for me. I actually still have the results here. We can review those in a little bit. KM 36749. You're in Tennessee. What part of Tennessee? And is that your zip code? I don't know. I'm just guessing. But hey, I'm glad you're here from Tennessee. We're all over the place virtually, but we're all together right now, and that's what matters the most. Okay, when are you coming to Alberta? Cheech, your picture was purty. Oh, thanks, buddy. I don't know if it's okay to travel to Canada right now. I thought you guys were pretty much not accepting us American types, you coming over and spoiling all your fun. But I'd love to. I'd love to come to Alberta. Absolutely. I'd like to go to what part of Alberta are you in? I've always wanted to go to Calgary for the Stampede. Not that I'm a cowboy, but I always found that that's a pretty interesting thing. All right, going. Eric Bullock started the night with Johnny Drum, but went right to my regular pour Russell's Reserve single barrel. Buddy, I just picked up a store pick single barrel the other day, and I had gotten a store pick from the same place a year ago, and it was the best Russell's I've ever had, and I've been nursing that bottle. I haven't cracked the new one yet, but that's coming soon, probably on my stream this weekend, most likely. Hey, Z-Man's here. Good to see you, Z-Man, as always. Love it when you're hanging out. Let's see. I said hello to Whiskey Eyes and Leon Tricia. Hey, they're a newer channel. If you can go over there and sub to them and help them out, they'd appreciate it, and it's a good channel. They're doing some cool stuff over there. All right, we're almost down there. Aaron Hardiman. Hey, Simon Delvecchia. Now, this is truly an international stream because we have an Australian here. And as anybody knows, I launched my Whiskey Tube channel, the Whiskey Encore, on Scotch Down Under stream. So my first few, maybe dozen or so, at least 10 out of the first dozen were all Australians and good people, and some Londoners and such and such. Laz C, Mash and Drum is in the house. That's true. The Mash and Drum is here. Laz C, I don't know if I've seen your name in my chat before, but I'm glad you're here. Bourbon Baller in the house. What's up? You're up, buddy. Good to see you. I feel like I'm catching up. I might not be catching up. If I missed you, I'm sorry, but I'm going to go ahead and stop doing the chat thing. Got a couple of people hanging out in the green room that want to come hang out and drink and talk whiskey, and I'll try to keep up with the chat as well. Any of my mods can help me out with that. Make sure I don't miss anybody. But let's go ahead and do that. Okay, Whiskey Eyes, one last thing. Thank you. We are slowly learning the YouTube. You can always tell when people are new because they put the YouTube. Like I used to work with a woman. I wouldn't say she was elderly. She would be now. This was many years ago, but she used to come to me and she said, I can't understand the computer. The computer's too hard. It was always the. But hey, you guys are doing great over there for just launching and being around for a short period of time. I really enjoy your content, Leon and Tricia. And both are you here, or is it just one or the other? I'd like to know that. And without further ado, here comes Jeffrey Wack. What's up, Jeffrey?
Hey, how you doing, Cheech?
I'm good, man. I'm good. A little impromptu live for me on a Wednesday night. Not usually my night, but I figure why not? Let's do this. Right?
Oh, you picked a good night for an after party, though.
Yeah, I thought Jason when I saw the list of all the pairings he was going to do, I'm like, I can't go on. Jason's not going to wrap up till 1 a.m. or something. I really thought I was like, there's no way. And then he, like 20 minutes till 11, he's like, oh, I'm only going to be on a little bit longer. I'm like, oh shit, I better scramble and put up a thumbnail and do all that. And I was working on some editing earlier, and I was just like, I'm sitting here, I might as well. So I did. Hey, did you catch my new intro? My little short intro? If not, I'm going to play it again for other people. I'd like
Oh,
everybody to give me a little
I
feedback on
missed
it.
it.
All right,
Let's
it's
see it.
coming. I'm going to go ahead and bring on Aiden too, because Aiden's hanging out in the green room. Hey, buddy, what's up? Aiden. Hey, buddy. Okay. Can you hear me, man?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, you're just fucking with me. I love it. That's
hmm
fun. Just whack
I
too
fuck
loud
with
or cheech
everybody.
too
Why do you
low.
expect different?
Cheech is low. Okay, hey, thanks for letting me know that, Tim. I'm going to see if I can
Hey,
give
Jeff.
a little bit more juice. I have the microphone a little further away from me as well. Does that help? I gave it a little bit more juice. I'm also using, like I said, a different setup than my usual one tonight, just trying to downsize because I'm going to be moving soon. And I'm not looking forward to that because how do you move all this whiskey?
Man, you just
How
put
do you
that
move it?
whiskey room together, Cheech.
I don't know if I can just take the room with me. That's pretty hard to do. I literally did just get it together though. It's still not really that together, but thanks, buddy. I got to pack it up somehow. I've been giving away some. I've been drinking a lot, probably more than I should. But
I try not to show my surroundings, but I've got a shelf that way that's full. I've got 3 behind me that are full, and then I've got a bunch just scattered around my chair in front of me.
yeah, I have
So,
the random scattering of bottles that I've been drinking, like in front and to the sides of me, and then of course, I mean, I'm not zoomed out, but there's quite a few behind me as well. What are you drinking, Jeffrey Wack? That looks like something delicious over there.
So,
Oh
mash and
shit!
drum. Gotta go the O'Sherry.
Oh,
Have you had this yet, Cheech?
I have not. I missed out on that one. So, man, I wish I could buy every pick from everybody, but you know, there comes a time where you got to say enough is enough, and that one slipped through my hands, and a couple other ones have. But I don't have the FOMO thing. I don't fear that I'm missing out on stuff, but I have heard nothing but good things about that one, and I'd like a
play
sample.
Only the Young by Journey.
There you go.
There you go. Well,
It's my
Cheech,
favorite Journey song.
you got friends that can send you samples.
Yes, and I'm nodding and smiling.
So let's be in
Yes.
touch on that one.
Yes. I'm easy to get to. It's just whiskeyoncore@gmail.com. Aiden sends me stuff. It's nice. Gave me a whole list of awesome bands to check out. I gave that list to my wife about 2 hours ago, and she started checking things out. So my wife has heard it before I have. I've heard some of the bands on your list, but my wife loves new stuff, so it's pretty cool.
I don't
for
know
her.
how much she's going to like it if she's like a really hardcore fan, maybe aside from Loathe.
She likes everything. She knows who Loathe is. That was one of the bands she on the list that she's like, oh, I know Loathe. I'm like, I knew you knew Loathe. So
Yeah,
Bill
that
Ben
doesn't
says,
surprise
check
me even
my
a little bit.
text. Ben,
Loathe, they're pretty. I don't want to say out there, but they're not for everybody. They're not everybody's metal. They're very
okay.
aggressive.
Okay, so Aiden is
Aggressive
way louder
and
than me.
Deftones. It's kind of hard to describe.
Gotcha. Well, I'll check it all out tomorrow when I'm driving around looking for whiskey. I'm trying to get the mic a little closer because Ben, my awesome friend Ben from New York, is texting me telling me I'm an idiot and that nobody can hear me. So I'm going to talk a little louder and get a little closer. Trying to
Also,
get this thing figured
polarizing
out.
opinion. I don't like Deftones.
There you go. That's a very popular opinion amongst people I know, but not
Really?
everybody. Not everybody. All right, hold on real quick.
So what's this intro, Cheech?
All right, it's coming. It's coming. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay, so got 43 people watching now. Thanks for being here. I know it's an impromptu stream, and you know you didn't have to be here. Now you are. But
In my
I did a
experience,
little.
people get pissed if you say you don't like Deftones.
Yeah, it's literally a 10-second long intro, but it was just something I threw together so you know you guys didn't have to get a cold start. So Jeffrey Wack, pay attention. It's only 10 seconds. Everybody else in the chat, I'd like some feedback on this. Here it comes. And that was it. Not bad, right? I mean, I
So,
literally threw that
what
together
time
while
signature
watching.
was this beautiful piece of music?
I didn't play on that. I'm having some problems. I want to play some of the music that I've recorded and played drums on, but I checked with my attorney and he says I don't think you can do that without letting the labels know and blah 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 blah. We'll get it figured out. I'll find
Are
out.
you on a label, or are you
Some
going
of
to
the
play
stuff
somebody
that I
else's
want to
song?
play is stuff that I've recorded that have been released. Yes. So
Mm.
I played in many bands, but I also do a lot of freelance work, gun for hire kind of thing, studio work. So a lot of the stuff
Mhm.
I've played on is not a band that I was in, but I played on the records. A lot of times, I'll let you guys in on a little secret. A lot of times, the bands themselves, the drummer in the band doesn't necessarily feel comfortable recording. Like the recording is a different experience. It's different from playing live. It's kind of stark and sterile, and it's hard for some people to perform on that. Or it's a younger band. I've played on a lot of albums where the bands themselves were younger. They wanted a seasoned professional, to get the studio work done, blah 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 blah. Or the drummer didn't actually know the songs yet. He was that new in the group, and they just wanted somebody to play the part, and then generally the drummer will learn the part that I played.
Make it sound like a porn set.
It's
Stark and sterile. Maybe
completely.
sometimes he
Yeah.
can't perform. He's a little new.
Aiden always taking it someplace dark. I love it. All right, hey, I forgot to put your names up on the screen. I'm telling you, I'm terrible at this. You guys, I don't know why you watch, but hey, Scott Pigsley's here. Good to see you, buddy.
Because you're a lovely man. Cheech.
I just try to be nice to people, Independent Joe, did I give you your shout out? Oh yeah, I said I was
It does make me curious who you've played with, though. Don't say if you don't want to.
I can let you know off stream, at least some of the stuff, but some of them you've heard of. So, hey, Ken's here, my other Australian friend. This is my number 2 favorite Australian. That's Ken from Scotch Down Under. My favorite Australian is Lilith Morgan. She's number 1.
That said, what you said doesn't really surprise me. I've heard in studio, Ringo Starr was a pretty notoriously bad drummer.
Well, here's the thing. When you're being produced by somebody that's external from the band, so the band always has one vision of what they want it to be. The record label has another vision of what the band wants. They want the band to be. But what the producer needs to do is bridge that gap. And sometimes the producer finds somebody difficult to work with, or they're just not getting what they want out of them. So in the interest of expediency and delivering a product to the label, they will sometimes forego some of the members in the band just to expedite the production side of things. And that's where I find myself involved. And hey, Jason hasn't drank enough tonight, so he's going to join us on stream and
It's
drink
still going.
some more of that. Yeah.
Yeah, why not? I figured I'm gonna have some EUR7. I'm gonna probably kill this bottle with this blend. Honestly.
Oh,
You really like
I know
that
that
blend,
was
man.
not your favorite. It's still a rare bottle and it's still nice to have. But,
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's great. I'm there's nothing bad about the EUR17. I think it's sweet, it's delicious, it's easy sipping, even at 101 proof. But like for me, I judge a lot on finish, as a lot of you know. So I just don't have it. Just doesn't have the finish that I want in a good aged bourbon. But that's very indicative of a lot of Buffalo Trace releases that I have. It's just they drink so sweet, and that's why people love them. So,
Well,
Yeah,
what
they're
you were
fairly easy to
saying
drink.
with the finish on Russell's 13 was so different from what I said. I'm really wondering if they had batch problems.
I mean, I don't know, maybe. I mean, I felt like the finish on Russell's 13. It wasn't that. It's long, and it's different, and it's oaky, and it's got a lot of like cinnamon and baking spices, a lot of good balance to it. But the Pingree was just giving me this freaking crazy butterscotch note. Going back and
Well,
forth.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is when I had Russell's 13, it had no spice. It was butterscotch and bitter.
Yeah.
I
The
definitely
finish
get
was
bitter off
all
of it.
bitter.
I still think
And-
for where they price at Russell's though, it fits in the category.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. I
you're
mean,
still comparing it.
No,
next
I'm
to
not even
Pingree.
saying the bottle was bad. It's just like I get all these people like, oh, it tastes like blueberries and blackberries. Some people say it tastes like really spicy. Some people say it's super Russell's. And the one I had was, oh, it's butterscotch and bitter. That's cool.
Yeah.
Like, this is nice, but it's not what I wanted. I wanted super Russell's.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just found it to be more
I'm
like,
sure it's a good $70 bottle. Don't get me wrong.
yeah. I didn't get a bottle. I got a sample of it, but apparently the sample I got was from somebody's bottle that other people got samples from, and they didn't like it much either. Yeah,
I liked it. I liked it, Cheech. That
I
that
know.
Kelsey
Well,
bottle
it's
was
Dan
good.
and Julie didn't like theirs, and they said the Bourbon Junkies bottle was totally different.
right.
The one I had, I didn't. It didn't even really ring turkey to me. Like turkey's probably top 3 distilleries for me, and I had it. I'm like, I don't get any turkey funk. I don't get any spice. What is going on?
Yeah,
And
I think Russell Reserve 13, from what I'm hearing, it kind of falls in the category of what Knob Creek 15 was last year.
yeah, because I had Knob Creek 15 too, and that was awful. The one I had was.
I hated my bottle so
The
hard.
one I had, I despised.
Yeah,
It was.
I hated it.
It was like going over to an oak tree and just slurping up bark. It was terrible.
Yeah, it was
That does not
disgusting. It
sound
was
good.
yeah, it was
And
over.
then other people are like, "Oh, this is a vanilla bomb." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
Well, Scott Pigsley said that he was thinking the Russell 13 was the most divisive bottle of 2021.
I don't know. I don't know about. I feel like the most.
I don't know
people
about
I've
most
talked to-
divisive.
Most people have that I've talked to have loved it over than not liking it. I just think sometimes some of the flavors of the turkey. I think depending on your palate, you get a little bit more oak. You get a little bit more of the. I think some people, it's like really dependent on your palate whether you're picking up more of the oak versus a lot of the sweetness that's in that bottle.
Yeah.
So
It could be.
I mean-
I'm not somebody who thinks wild turkey. Oh, inconsistent. That's just not them.
Cheech and I had the same bottle, and we're still divisive on it.
Yeah. Well, I've said this once before. I got a 1 ounce sample. So I got
a
to try
1 ounce
it.
sample of the same bottle.
That's what I'm saying. I got to try it.
Yeah.
But I also was not in the best frame of mind at that time. There was a lot of crazy stuff going on in the personal life.
I'm gonna get some whiskey. I drank
so
too
my-
much
my
last
frame
night,
of
and I
mind
don't
probably
really care
wasn't
right
the
now.
best
I'm
to
gonna
try
try to have
something
some.
new.
I'm
Simon,
gonna go
Douglas,
massive 5.
Oh, I don't have that one. My lowest is a 7. I would certainly like more of
Nice.
those. I do like those though. I do like their American whiskeys a lot.
I have a massive 5, 9, and 10.
Jason, you see what Jeffrey Wax got?
Jason, this thing is going to disappear quick.
You love that pick, don't you?
Day by day, this thing gets a little lower.
Yeah, I mean, we still have some available. Actually, I think the
Oh,
price
really?
point. I think the price point and the fact that it's backbone scared a little people away.
People are sleeping on that one, man.
I thought I missed out on that. I might have to pick that up.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. There's still some available.
Okay.
It's it's like the more as it opens up, it just becomes like Luxardo cherry syrup and praline, and oh my god, it's delicious.
You're speaking my language with that. That's
I put this
how you like
massive
it,
to my
right?
face, and I got hit with like honey checks. If anybody's had that cereal before,
Oh, I used to love honey checks.
yeah, straight up honey checks right now.
I do like the cereal note on some whiskeys that you get. You get the sweet breakfast cereal thing. Trying to think.
The
of
like
one.
sent me a bunch of the Boss Hogs, and off the Magellans, I got a big Captain Crunch note.
Captain Crunch. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The Captain Crunch note is very real.
Captain Crunch.
I will say none of those are worth what they cost.
Oh yeah. Well,
They were the only whistle pigs I've ever said I thought were good, and they're still like $120 whiskeys to me, maybe.
yeah, they just price them high right off the get go. They established the market as they're the secondary price of their own whiskey. I
Yeah,
guess.
so I'm trying to. So the Russell Reserve 13 just dropped here in Ohio, and I'm trying to get another bottle, like a backup bottle of it. And I'm really hoping that if I do find another one, that it's a different, different barrel and all that stuff, because I really want to kind of compare and see how different they could be.
Now, do we know what their batch size is on those? I know
There wasn't many. From what I heard, there was only about 12,000 bottles.
My state got 180 bottles.
Yeah, there wasn't much.
And there was
That's
some douchebag who put out, like, first day they dropped, they're like, ooh, good day of hunting. And it was 14 bottles of Russell's 13 from my state. So some asshat ended up with, like, 15% of them.
Yeah. Well, you probably put them right on secondary. You know, there's people out there
Yeah,
that do
I'm
that.
sure.
So correct me on this one, guys. Isn't it single barrels?
Yeah.
I thought
The
it was
13
batched.
isn't. The 13 is batched.
Yeah.
Oh, it is batch. I thought it was single barrels.
If it is, it would explain a lot.
I don't know. Jason's got one. He can look.
Yeah, let me look at the bottle. I'm pretty
Don't
sure
mean to make you stand up, buddy. I know you might be a little
But I would
wobbly.
think if it was a single barrel, it would just say right on the front.
Yeah. Hey, Adriana's
Oh.
here.
I've had
Mr.
this assumption the
Melkins is
whole
in the
time that these are single barrels, which would explain the variance everyone's tasting.
Oh yeah.
What's up,
I probably should
Adriana?
mention the cereal thing. That's one of my weaknesses too. But
Yeah, it just says barrel proof, non-chill filtered, 13 years. Yeah, it doesn't say, it's not single barrel, so
yeah, it would say single.
Yeah,
barrel
I've been
for us.
under the impression they're batched.
yep.
Like I said, I'd love to try it again. I would love to do it when I.
Yeah, Simon
under-
Delvecchi is asking about the 2019 Stag. Is that the year that it was 116 proof?
Yeah, I've had that one.
Yeah, so I wouldn't buy the Simon, if you're buying that at secondary prices, or if that's the offer, I wouldn't buy that one at secondary.
Yeah, I'd say depending entirely on the price. That I have.
Yeah. 2018 and 2017 were far superior batches than 2019.
Yeah, I've bought the 2019 and the 2020 both for retail, and I like the 2020 a lot more. It just has so much more to
Yeah,
it.
the 2020 actually was a really nice batch. So
The 2019 is nice. But it drinks like like super Blanton's.
it's not the
It's cherry vanilla. It's just much bigger.
All right.
it's not
Simon
the big,
says $450 US.
no.
That's a lot,
No,
buddy.
no.
That's a lot.
No.
I wouldn't do it.
Hard
No,
pass.
Simon, that's a hard pass for that batch. Now if you're talking
I know
like,
the junkies tell you if it's 300, buy it. Any of them, don't do that.
yeah, if you're saying if it was a 2017 or 2018 or even a 2020, I would say, yeah, that might be worth it, but no, not for the
I'd say
2019.
what does 450 mean to you, but it would be better if it wasn't the 2019.
Yeah, the 2019 is just too over. It's underproofed, and it's just not doesn't have the punch of flavor that a George. If you're gonna spend the money on a Stag, it should have that flavor punch. So
Yeah, if I was paying 450 for something like that, I'd just buy like a bunch of C920s or P520s instead and enjoy that for a long time.
Yeah, you wouldn't be
Yeah.
disappointed. That's for sure.
yeah, what's up, Adriana?
I just made her a moderator. Hey, Adriana, if you want to drop links to your merchandise, your website, that would be awesome.
Oh, show.
I don't even on my own channel. I don't even promote my own channel. Hey, Sherry G's here.
So, Jason, have you killed that C918 I sent you yet?
I haven't opened it yet.
That's probably
I'm
smart.
kind of like holding on to that one because that's my favorite batch ever. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What?
the store contacted me and they're like, yeah, we found 3 of these in the back. You want anything? So I bought one, and then you said you loved it, so I went back and bought the other 2 and sent you one.
yeah, I appreciate that, man.
Oh, anytime.
You said that was in 2018.
Yeah, it was the C918 is
wow.
my favorite. It's my favorite Elijah Craig barrel proof batch of the new ones.
Right.
This one I have right here.
You have the old style too, don't you?
Yeah, the old pirate bottle.
I like that bottle. I wish they bring
This-
it back.
This
I
might
wish the tops weren't plastic.
be. I'm not gonna actually say it yet, but I have a video about this bottle coming out pretty soon. But it's ridiculous.
Jeffrey, you got that same bottle? Is that
Little C9 18.
Oh, there you go.
yeah?
There you go, Jeffrey Whackers.
I don't have that.
Little
I don't know
nip.
what my favorite Elijah Craig barrel proof is.
I mean, that's
I
fine.
remember-
Last year there were 2 really
Yeah,
really
B
good
and
releases.
C last year were
Yeah,
both-
I tried one a while ago, and ever since I feel like I've been chasing that experience. That was the first time I had like one of those really full flavor
Yeah.
whiskeys, and it was when I really felt like I knew what I wanted out of my whiskey.
So
When I tried one of my first
Mike is training to
which
be
is
a
a
cage
sappy,
fighter.
stupid thing to say.
I don't know what that means.
Is Mike literally trying to be a cage fighter right
I
now?
don't believe so. That'd be a bad idea. That'd be a bad idea. Well, let's talk about
You
the
know that's
Elijah Craig
illegal
real
in Canada?
quick. What's that?
I don't know if it still is, but for a long time, like cage fighting or UFC type fighting was illegal in Canada,
Oh, I'm sure it
or
is.
at least certain parts of Canada.
Well, there's not a lot of room for apologies in the middle of those fights in Canada. I guess they could start
fair
the fight
point.
by apologizing to each other. Stupid joke. I wanted to talk more about the Elijah Craig. So, Jason, you're right. There was 2 real hitters last year.
Yeah.
Both batches so far this year, not that they've been bad, definitely didn't live up to the B and C of last year.
I really
What do you
liked
think the
A121.
pressure
I
on
thought it
Elijah-
was like a peanut butter and jelly in a glass.
What do you think their pressure for delivering a good 9 batch this year, the C batch, is?
It's gonna be so high.
I don't really think. I mean,
You
honestly,
think
I
they
don't think
don't
Heaven
care?
Hill feels any pressure.
Right.
I think they release them and they know exactly that people are going to buy them no matter what. It's one of the
Yeah.
more.
Well,
It's such a great value. But I mean, listen. I know these distilleries listen to the whiskey tubers.
right.
You know, they know what people are saying out there. So hopefully they're bringing a better C9, 21 that delivers on some of the flavor and I wasn't a huge fan of A121. It was good. It just it was I think I agree with Leather Daddy down there. I think it definitely drank more like peanut forward, a little bit of like fruit there. The B was a real easy sipper, and that wasn't a bad thing. I thought it was actually a really nice change up from what you usually get with Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
Mhm.
It was sweet. It was a lot easier to drink. But coming off B and C from last year, you're looking for that flavor punch.
Yeah.
And while it was there in the B521, it was a lot more subdued. So
The
C,
proof point was a lot lower than
and it was the lowest proof point they've ever released on an ECBP. So I have high hopes for C. So we'll see what happens next month.
Yeah.
So I have a weird
I probably
theory.
won't see it till February.
I have a weird theory that they saw that the B520 and C920 did so well that they're like, well, people bought the crap out of that one. Let's just see what we can get away with.
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
I don't
This
know.
one tastes like peanut butter and jelly. This one's lower proof and sweet. Fuck it, whatever. Like,
well, I got to
think
tell you, yeah.
I think we benefit from like them having some down batches because like 2020 batches were so high that if it kept going on that route, it would be like Stag Junior. Like the prices would just keep going up. They had some off batches, so the hype takes off. Like it goes downturn a little bit.
Yeah. Listen, Stag Junior to me is one of those bottles that, I think people they kind of automatically put it in their head that it's such a great bourbon because it is so hard to find and it is highly regarded normally. Mm-hmm. But I mean, when you have them year to year, if you're lucky enough, I'm extremely blessed to have a great store connection that can get Stag Junior for the releases when they come out. And you could see the progression and you could see the down batches, just like Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
Right.
I mean, it happens with Stag Junior. Stag Junior is either remarkably sweet and a little bit oaky, or they can be very alcohol forward. But I think people, they get into the Buffalo Trace, holy shit, I just found this bottle mindset. And no matter what they sip, they think it's amazing.
Yeah. So on the flip side of that barrel proof coin for this year has been the Larceny. I've really enjoyed the Larceny.
they're getting better.
I would agree. The B521.
Oh, it's good.
I mean, after shitting on the 4 previous batches,
right?
The B521 finally came through, and
I call that one a breakthrough. It's a breakthrough.
If they can keep on this path, if it kind of stays in that area, and then even if they could kind of even keep it there and get better, they have something. If it starts reverting back to the beginning batches when it was just like hot, kind of kind of
You
like
say
a
hot garbage on this channel.
it was
It's
hot
okay.
garbage. Yeah, then I think that's where it kind of gets back. Hey,
What's up,
Bourbon.
Ben?
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Wednesday
Hey, man.
after the Mash and Drum. Jason, hope you don't mind me going on after you tonight.
No, I mean I'm here. I just I was like cleaning up all the bottles, and I'm like, oh, let me jump on and just say hi real quick.
Appreciate
And
that.
I obviously got to get all
We
these.
had a good hangout last week. I went back and watched that. We talked for like an hour and like 5 minutes straight. It was
Well,
pretty
I mean,
awesome.
we talked about a lot of like cool topics. It was fun.
I think I have like the benefit and the problem of my palate ranges across many of the Whiskey Tube channels. Like with Jason, I agree on like Turkey, Heaven Hill, and price points.
Mhm.
And like the Bourbon Junkies, I completely disagree with them on Heaven Hill, but I agree on things like Jim Beam and Old Forester. With Trev Wilson, I have the same feeling on Buffalo Trace of it gets old. It gets old real quick.
Yeah.
Like they all have a cherry note and cool.
What's up,
so
Wizard?
so like I just watch all the reviews and kind of compile what sounds good or bad about them, and then just figure it out from there. And then in the end, I'll buy the bottle and make my own opinion. And if I disagree, I disagree.
So
Well, I mean,
I look at reviews as just guidelines. Like maybe they'll say something in the review that triggers my interest enough to go, maybe I'll check that out. You know, maybe that's something I might like.
I mean, when I do review, it's my goal just to kind of talk through the experience as best I can and what I'm picking up. Now, I always give my like breakdown at the end, but you know, it's hard to say like, do I recommend? Because normally if I say it's a recommend, I always know there's going to be a group of whiskey drinkers that aren't going to like specifically what I was describing. So it's always like yes if you kind of like this profile, no if you're not looking for this profile. Everyone's palate is different. There's no.
I will say, sorry for I cut you off there.
Go ahead.
I will say, as far as like full-on reviews go, you are probably the channel I trust most.
No, I appreciate that.
Well, you're just the most straightforward.
And I will say that Jeffrey Wack has said 3 words since he came on, is just sitting here looking beautiful.
He just likes hanging out.
He's a gorgeous man.
Jeffrey just likes looking at the camera and pulling out amazing
Let
bottles.
everybody get the.
He's
see
got that beautiful
man.
fade that I will never have, a
He's got
beard that I can't
freaking
attain,
OKI behind him that I'm
and a shirt that I don't
freaking
understand.
15 that I'm reaching out for.
Dude, that's a Doctor Who shirt. You don't get that?
I just see the Who. I didn't see what was under it.
Right here, Mr.
I
Wack.
thought it was just him saying he was a hoe. But
Yeah, I thought it was W Ho.
Right here, Mr. Wack. Dude,
Whack Ho.
this Eagle Rare 17, I'm gonna pour just all the Remus in here and just make this blend is ridiculous.
So I should do it?
Do you have an Eagle 17?
Yeah,
And do you have a Remus 5?
I got a few of those. Yeah.
If you do that blend, I'm telling you, dude, you will not. It's better than the Remus 5 or the Eagle Rare 17 on its own.
But is it better than $1,700?
I haven't opened that bottle yet.
But is it better than what?
$1,700 for an Eagle Rare 17.
No, let's call this blend the Remus Rare, and
There you go.
it's the Remus Rare blend, and on top of that, we can price it at since Eagle Rare is 120 and the Remus is 90, well, $110.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's fair. Let's release that.
Let's release
So
it.
what you should do is just randomly toss that into Blendageddon. It's your blend.
It cheats my. I already saw a couple people in the chat were like, "So that's the blend I'm going to be putting in blend again."
It's probably not a
I'm
bad
taking
idea.
notes. I'm taking notes this entire time.
What I'd be curious is a George T. Stagg in the Remus mixed.
No, that's a good. I could do that too.
Jason,
Do
your
it.
poor liver, buddy.
No balls.
Yeah, I got to stop, dude, because
You've been
my
going
liver,
deep
my
tonight for
liver's
sure.
going to be barking tomorrow.
Oh, fine.
Well, hey, I want to thank everybody that's still in the chat. Appreciate you guys being here.
No
I'm
more
not even
sherry. No more
streaming
sherry
right
for you, Jeff.
now. He's still on it. Is that your only bottle tonight? That's the one you're going to stick with?
It's
I think so.
unfortunately it's a
Can't blame you.
really dangerously like it's a really dangerous like easy sipper that sherry one. It's It's got so much like fruit flavors to it, but it still like holds the NGP spice to it a little bit. It's really good.
You're really making me want to buy that now, Jason.
I'm just telling you, man. You're missing out. It's a really, really good blend.
I don't feel like I'm missing out, but
good finished bourbon.
I feel like if Jeffrey likes it, a lot of other people I've talked to have liked it. It's probably worth.
I would still say that the best pick we've done so far is that freaking turkey.
Oh, I totally missed on that one.
That turkey was unreal. But again, that's like, you only get so many barrels and you only get so many things that you could pick that could be amazing. I would say that turkey one is really special. The Driftless Glen bourbon that we have coming out soon is like, speaking of Stag Junior, that thing I think could take out any Stag Junior any day of the week.
Oh, wow.
That bourbon we picked.
See, I had to pay bills, so I had to make a choice, and I went with the rye.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Does it take out the Russells, Jason?
The Russells look at the birdie?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would have to. I don't have any of that Driftless Glen sample anymore. So when it comes, I have to do a comparison.
There you go.
All right.
But I mean, I think it's just a different profile. But it's like equally like, holy shit, this is really good.
So what did you think of the rye then?
Our rye, I think, can rival like a Michter's barrel proof rye.
That's a bold
Which I
statement
haven't
because
had.
I love that Michter stuff.
Yeah.
It's so good. I might have to get both of those. See how it goes.
It's all I'm not saying the Driftless Glen will rival every Stag Junior batch. There are some special ones.
Right.
Like I still hold batch 12 above all others.
I finished my 12 off about a month and a half ago. It
Yeah,
was sad.
Yeah.
It was
But
so sad.
I'm saying for like Stag Junior like batch like 14 and
I still have a little
11.
14 left.
Yeah, some of like the mediocre ones, the Driftless Glen. This one tastes like Black Forest cake, which is this chocolate cherry,
Ugh.
and like there's like a sweet tobacco note to it. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Man, Blake Benson slipped in while I wasn't looking. What's up, Blake Benson? Good to see you, man. Also, I said hello to Will Zirk. I want to recognize Will Zirk's here as well. Good to see you, fellas. As always. Apparently, Ben's got an email sent from Blake Benson. Says it right there on the screen. Just read it.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna sign off and go drink a ton shit of water.
Yeah,
and,
drink a lot of water.
So,
and
I want to thank you guys for hanging out in the chat, and talk to you guys soon.
All right, Jason. I'll talk to you later, buddy.
Later, Jason.
Cheers, guys.
Catch you later.
Jason's such a good dude. Yeah, last week we
he's
had
great.
such a great conversation when I went live after the Bourbon Junkies. I lost track of time. I ended up going live for like 3 hours that night. That's not what I'm doing tonight. It's not going to be 3 hours. But I'm here now, and we're hanging out, and Ben's here. Ben, what are you drinking?
I am drinking, ironically, this might sound a little off, but it's actually not off at all. This is actually Jason's mom's favorite pour,
Oh,
McKenna 10.
yeah, that's good stuff.
Well, that actually is Jason's mom's favorite.
Yes, that's why I said, if somebody doesn't know, it sounds a little weird.
Yeah, but I feel like some people who didn't actually know that are going to go like, is that supposed to be your mom joke? Or
Yeah, no.
Oh.
And since
I
I
think
shop
most of the
at the
people in
same
the chat
store
are
that
pretty
she
familiar.
gets, since I shop at the same store she gets her McKenna at.
Oh, wow, that is pretty awesome. Mr.
I've had
Whiskey
more
Shits
good
is here.
McKennas than bad McKennas, luckily.
Good to see you, Adam.
This is actually the first one I've ever opened of my own.
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
had
really?
other people's, but this is the first time I popped my own.
How's that one?
Well,
Good,
let's hear the
it's
first
kind
one.
of in between.
Yeah, I had a McKenna
Oh,
that I
sweet.
thought was just unbelievable, and I drank it way too quick. Now I'm sad because I didn't take a picture of which barrel it was. So I've got one open right now, and it's pretty good, but it's not that one.
All right.
This is
Getting
barrel
no more complaints about my
85,
low
85.
sound. Independent Joe, I'm turning myself up. Let me know if I get
telling you
too
to turn
loud.
yourself up all night.
I'm trying. Like
There you
some,
go.
I put a compressor in line with my mic preamp today. Not that everybody cares about that stuff, but
I care
I'm
about
just trying to make
I'm
things
just-
a little better.
I'm
A little
just too
better every
loud.
time.
speaking.
I'm sorry, Chief. I'm just too loud.
No, it's definitely me. I also tend to.
Can
I
we
talk
just
quiet. I'm a quiet
take
person.
a moment? So if you look at the shelf just to Wax left, there's a couple of bottles right there that like I kind of want to punch him, to steal and run away. That one with the 15 on it right there. That's the new Riff 15 year that all the hoopla was about.
Oh wow!
And he's actually opened it. One of the few.
Wasn't that a distillery only?
I was there 2 weeks before that came out, and yeah, no good that did me. And then he's got
about the timing, buddy.
Then he's got a freaking OKI 12 next to it.
I saw that.
Do we know where that new riff is sourced from?
It's technically LDI. It's MGP before
the original barrels. Yeah.
Wow.
Like I might need a little nip of that. In the new riff blend.
There you go. So classy, Jeffrey Wag. That's classy as fuck, bro.
That is luck of the area you're in.
Yes, so that
15
bottle,
minutes away.
For people who don't know, was a $50 bottle along with a tax-deductible $150 charity donation, and people were picking them up at the distillery and putting them on secondary in the parking lot for $1,000.
Assholes. I said it.
And so people were literally writing, okay, is that 800 also going to the charity?
Right.
So I think it's awesome that Jeff has one open, because I've never seen an open one.
Jeffrey, I'm on the way over. Say some.
Although that OKI 12 over there is rarer than that freaking 15.
All right, Brian Nicholson said.
I feel like I'm not in the loop here.
15 revealed the private barrel. That's just your MZP hitter shelf, isn't it?
Yeah, essentially. That's what you're hinting at then.
Oh my god!
I'll throw both of them.
I don't know anything about OKI.
Oh my god!
They're delicious.
It's good. Yeah, it's good. There's so much good whiskey out there. Apparently, Brian Nicholson did not get a good McKenna.
That stuff is unicorn tears at this point.
There you go.
That's a freaking
I meet a lot of people. So we had a pick come recently at work. Pick come in, and people would like come in and like. So basically, how do I explain this without giving away a lot of information?
You can just not.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah. There you go.
Basically, people were badgering us, and I'm like, dude, there's always more whiskey. That's the bottom line of the story. There's always more whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
There's always more good whiskey too. I mean, there's always bad whiskey, but there's always good whiskey around. You know,
the amount of people who just come into stores and go, "Do you have Buffalo Trace?" No, and then they just walk out. It's like there's a whole shelf, dude.
Yeah, I walked out of a store today that had just gotten in a bunch of Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend, batch 37, a whole pile of it. And then another store that I go to called me and said, "Hey," actually texted me a picture of Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend. Said, "Hey, is this one of the ones you like?" I'm like, "It is one of the ones I like, but somebody else can have it because I already have some."
I've never seen one.
Ben's scared.
I'm not sure they even come here.
Are you passing at MSRP?
So the one store that called me was a little over. The other one was at MSRP. Yes. But I don't flip bottles, buddy.
I'm not looking for you to flip bottles.
I know. Well, I can go back. They probably still have them.
They're gone.
No, not this one store. There's no way they're gone.
They're gone.
Nah.
If they were at MSRP, they're gone.
I'll go back tomorrow for you.
We'll talk.
I'll let you know. Will Zirk loved the cigar blend. It does rock. Not gonna lie. I bottle chugged some of mine last night on Livewire when nobody was even looking. I did like 3 bottle chugs last night, and I only got credit for one of them.
Yeah, I did. I did at least one too many yesterday.
Yeah, you went a little deep last night, buddy. Hey, Tito's here. What's up, buddy?
Not much.
Not much.
Oh, hang on a second. Let me turn off the other light.
Okay.
Do you guys want to hear something amazing?
No.
Okay.
Of course we do, Ben. That's what we're here for, is amazing times with our friends.
Tito sent me a cramping number today.
What the what?
Only 6 months too late, or however long it was.
It's always on time.
I was gonna say, as long as it gets there, it's on time, buddy.
Well, we'll see if there's anything in it, or if it's just a piece of packing material. And
Cigars will come back to me.
Mike Stahl says you got to make sure people are watching, Cheech. Watching what?
Your bottle chugs, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
What if you
I
open
know,
the
I know,
box
I'm
and
just
it's one of
messing
those
with
bottle sleeves and inside is just a post-it note that says "fuck you"?
Oh, that would be amazing.
Oh, that's so wrong. Hey,
Aiden,
Tim
what's
Evans
your
wants to know if
trash?
you've quit school yet. Do you know if you quit?
No, with all the weird stuff going on, it's actually been a good year so far.
There you
It's
go.
weird, even though there's been like a million road bumps.
Yeah.
It's
You got a lot
After
going
last
on
year.
out there in California right now. Just saying.
Yep.
It's kind of crazy.
Cheech, did you see Blake's message?
I did. I didn't know you wanted such things. Blake, just send me messages, buddy. I'll read them. And
Cigar blend is unicorn tears to most of us.
okay.
You
Well,
call me on like other.
I do. I call you. I tried to call you. I tried to call you today while I was out hunting. I did not get you.
Yeah, I don't think Magnus even comes here.
Okay. Well,
Oh, it comes here $300 to $400
Yeah.
a bottle.
I would never pay that for it. It's delicious.
I've never seen any of them for any price.
Blake, I'll reach out to me, buddy. Just do it on Patreon, and I'll see what I can do. And Ben, I'll go back for you tomorrow.
I do not have a call from Cheech Artolini today.
That's so crazy. I can tell you what time I called you. It was around 11 o'clock in the morning because that's when I was out hunting.
Yesterday.
Well, today is Thursday, but I'll tell you.
Oh wait, hang on. That's yesterday. Let me not call bullshit. Hang on. No, I have no incoming calls today,
Huh.
other than work last night. Maybe I should reboot my phone.
Yeah, maybe that's what you need to do. Yeah, 10:59 this morning. Because I also called Mike Stahl right after that. He also did not answer. And then I called Independent Joe, forgetting he was in California. and I was like, oh, shit. He's probably not even awake yet. But I talked to him later in the day.
Oh, wait, hang on a second. Tito, that's from Adriana.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. It's
I read
Wednesday,
that
Big Vic.
as you were doing that.
Big Vic, you're right. It is Wednesday for most people, but it's already past midnight where I'm at, and it's now Thursday morning at 10 after midnight. So
Mhm.
It is in the AM hours of another day. Oh, look at this. Speaking of, there's Mike Stahl. I hope he's wearing a Whiskey Encore t-shirt.
What's happening?
Are you wearing a Whiskey Encore t-shirt, Mike? Hey, and I'm wearing Live Wire Whiskey.
Hey,
We swapped nights, buddy. You guys went last night, I went tonight.
Turn off YouTube.
Oh, I can kick you out, Ben.
You can.
Oh, Tim Evans would answer if I called. Tim, send me your phone number. I don't think I actually have your phone number, buddy. I
Mike
call
is
people
very
all
good
day,
at
every
chatting
day.
about what's up, peer
Fine.
pressure.
All day, every day. I call people.
Is there an echo when I'm talking?
Yeah, it's you, Mike. See, I'm talking and now we can't hear me. Maybe.
Next,
I can hear you. I can just hear you twice.
Hear everything twice. 60 Hertz is here. Afternoon, everyone. Well, where you are, it certainly is afternoon. After all, you are on the other side of the planet from where I'm at.
Kiwi detected.
Kiwi detected. That's right. He's in New Zealand. Now the channel is classed up. I don't know who he's talking about.
And Trisha's
I think it was when Stahl came in.
and that's
yeah.
amazing. Trisha just
Talk
called
about Cheech.
Who's an amateur? Me?
Stall.
Oh yeah, he is an amateur. I like that guy. We're all amateurs.
I love
None of,
Stall, but that doesn't
do
mean
too.
he would break either of our balls in an instant.
in an instant, and I would expect it. And if he didn't, I'd be mad at him.
All right, so
You would know something's wrong if you didn't.
Yeah.
If you passed up an opportunity, you would know something's wrong.
Adriana, I wouldn't call you anyway. Just because that's not. No, it's just
I have the same thing.
protocols.
Whenever my father rarely calls me, heart
Oh, yeah.
instantly in the throat.
Yeah,
because
I bet.
my mother calls 7,000 times. Him,
Yeah.
maybe once every couple weeks, and it's
Oh, wow.
rarely something okay.
No, I gotcha. All right. Tricia says that Mike Stahl knows that she's kidding about him being an amateur, but there's always a little bit of truth, even when you're joking.
So
yeah.
what do we
Just
think?
saying.
Is Leon on the couch or sleeping?
He's on the couch sleeping.
Oh, you want
You got a choice C. Whiskey
Yeah,
Encore, Cheech, I caught that Pikesville pour on the replay. How did you get away without anyone seeing that? I don't know, buddy, but I poured it all over my leg. I literally, after I got off Livewire last night, I actually took a shower because I poured so much whiskey on my leg and laughed last night. I don't know what I was thinking.
I got off and down a couple water bottles.
Yeah, the Pikesville's hard to pour when you're already drunk.
Most
Just
things
saying.
are.
I've actually never tasted Pikesville.
It's delicious.
Me neither. I bought a bottle and left it in the cart when I got out to the car, and then on
that
principle,
story.
I've never rebought it.
Oh,
That
I
was
have a
long time
bottle
ago.
somewhere, and I've just never opened it.
Oh, it's so
I
good.
like to think somebody got a really great bottle of whiskey for free out of that.
yeah.
I hope so. I hope it's someone that appreciates it at least.
Well, they probably at least got drunk if they didn't appreciate it.
If nothing else.
If nothing else, you know.
And
I've
Mike,
done that before too, but not with whiskey. I've left other things in the shopping carts. Like
I found there's a great way to make voice meter work perfectly, and that's just
Not
don't
use it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, me neither.
Hopefully, my volume's better now. I did turn up my gain a bit. I'm like I said, I'm changing my setup, just trying to simplify before I move
Yeah, no, you sound better now.
because my new setup's going to be. I'm going to have to downsize considerably for a few months while I transition.
Yeah, I'm picking between a few new mics, trying to decide which one. I actually bought a new PC today.
What?
Yeah, it's going to probably be my Windows streaming machine, so this machine can do more backhaul stuff. And
What?
There you go.
You not use Linux?
I want to try it to see if it, without messing with this camera, if it does that. And it was a pretty damn good deal. It was a quote unquote slick deal. So,
Okay.
Was it out of a back of a Impala in a parking lot?
No, I
somewhere?
think he means the site slick deals.
yeah,
I know, I'm just messing with
it
Ben.
was out of the clearance section in the backs of electronics in Walmart.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool.
It was only
Cool.
like $700 off or something like that.
Oh wow. I haven't bought a PC in like 15 years.
If anybody
There
needs a monitor, let me know if you're anywhere near me. There's a monitor brand new that I don't need.
Oh yeah, I definitely don't need any more monitors. I've got like 3 cinema displays that I'm not using, and just tons of stuff. But this was the year for a new computer for me.
Reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, it's a 2013 Bugatti Veyron.
Yeah, there you go. What's up, Jeffrey? You leaving me?
They hang up so fast when you tell them that.
I gotta go, fellas.
That's okay, buddy. It's good to see you. Thanks for
What?
jumping on. Like I said, this
Bye.
one's not going to go super late. I don't even know how
Good
long
to
I've
talk
been
to you,
on,
Jeff.
but
Cheers.
I've been on a little over an
Cheers.
hour.
We'll hang out next weekend versus on Wednesday, but awesome.
Yeah, I'll do my live this weekend anyway. So
All right. Love y'all.
love
you
you too, man. Have a good night. Hey, Aiden, I've noticed you're getting a little sleepy. You don't have to stay on, buddy. You're tired.
I'm always tired, man.
I understand.
Don't worry, I'm not going to pull an Eric on you. I'll drop off a little bit.
That's all right, man. If you were part of the Big League Bourbon stream, that's the best fall asleep stream I've been a part of. That was excellent. 'Cause
But he
Chris
has
took
such
like,
sexy eyes.
he took like a 2-hour nap, like in the middle of his own stream. But you know,
Did he
we were there
really?
we were there to keep it going. Yeah,
I might
Tried
have
to
taken
wake
a
up.
1 hour nap on the stream.
yeah.
Maybe.
That's one thing I've not done is fall asleep on a stream. So
Yet.
yeah, I said yet. Yeah, yeah, it's coming.
Ugh, maybe it is time for me to go. Fuck.
Yeah, that was like number 5 for you, buddy. Hey,
Yeah, I'm going to head off.
get some sleep, man. I'll see you soon.
Later, guys.
Have a good night, Aiden.
See you later. Aiden.
Is that thing in flight yet, Cheech?
What's that?
That thing.
Oh no, not yet.
Okay.
Hoping to get that out tomorrow.
Okay.
You're right. It's a bit of a challenge. That one's a bit of a challenge, but I think I solved the puzzle. If you know what I'm saying.
Now, I'm curious to hear. We'll talk in the morning.
Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow for sure, or later today, as it might go.
Yeah, true. Well, I rebooted my phone to see if I now have a missed call. I have a voicemail from Will Zirk.
Oh, that's got to be excellent. Just play that live on the air. I'm sure it's awesome. So there's still like 40 people hanging out in the chat. I appreciate it. Also, for those of you who just subscribed to me, if you're still here, I got 5 new subscribers tonight. Didn't expect that at all. I thought it'd just be the regular old crew. So
Later.
Yep, made a few words.
Yeah, this is the whole thing.
Hey, Ben. It's Zerk. Later.
That cuts right to the chase, though, doesn't it? You know
Hey.
who it is, and
No wasted
we'll talk to
words.
him later. Okay, Whiskey Encore. I missed out on that seal box drop of another shipment of Chattanooga Bottle and Bond today. It went fast. I'm sure it did. Blake, if you haven't had that, well, you just sent me a message on Patreon. No, I will. I'll get back with you on that. I might be able to help you out with one of those. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I did give one away a couple weeks ago. The Devilars were the recipients of that bottle. And they said they liked it too. I know who wouldn't like it though. Actually, I bet if I put it in a blind like flight for Adriana, she would never guess that that one is Chattanooga because it's not like any of the other Chattanoogas. It's pretty delicious. Plus, I didn't see that seal box drop today. I wonder if it's the fall batch because there's 2 batches coming out and the spring was already out. I think we might be a little early for the fall batch though, so they might have just got a few more cases of the spring batch, which I think is delicious. I really like it. So, hey Ben, did you see my little intro video I put together for the channel? 10 seconds of not much, but is better than just a stark fit. Yeah, there you go. Some copyright, 10 seconds of copyright free audio that I pay for. You know, got to pay for that stuff, I guess. But I really would like to start using some of my own music. So we might be putting together like just a regular old theme song for the channel.
Oh, question.
Yeah.
Can you use a snippet of audio? Like, I know YouTube's like, I think it's like 29 seconds or something.
Yeah, once you get to 30 seconds, they'll get you. But I did a video for one of my other channels before I had the whiskey channel, and I thought I'd be safe using like a little 10-second snip of So What from Miles Davis. Oh no. Got me instantly. Like
Really?
I put that video up and within 10 minutes I had a copyright strike.
Wow.
So I don't know how they knew it, but they knew it. They knew it quick. And yeah, that was my first copyright strike. Literally 10 seconds of one song, an instrumental even. You know, it was Miles. So what? There's not much going on, but boy, they got me. I didn't know. But when you said a snippet, I'm thinking there's some stuff of mine that I can take a section of a song out of, and I should be all right. But then again, I'm not sure I want to use it, so
Yeah.
I might. We'll see. But I was speaking to my guitar player, Dennis, yesterday, and then again today, and we've done some stuff for other people where we've done like we've done some silly stuff. We've done like on hold music for some corporations and stuff, local corporations, you know, just instrumental, like jammy stuff that's not too heavy. But we might do something just like a Whiskey Encore theme song. So we'll see. We'll see if that happens. But today I got some bad news from my guitar player, Dennis. For those of you who in the chat who know about Dennis, like Adam, Mr. Whiskey Shake.
Not
He's fine, healthy wise, but he's going to retire. He wants to retire at the end of this year. He doesn't want to play anymore.
That's
He's a puss.
not shocking based on everything that happened this year.
Yeah, he's had a rough. It's been a rough year or so for him, and you know, as you get older, sometimes you lose that drive to play in bars till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and then get home before sunrise. And I mean, he's a grandpa. He's got grandkids and all that stuff. So his priorities are shifting in life, and I can't fault him for that. But I'm pretty pissed off at him because that's somebody I've been playing music with for a long, long time, and he pulled me out of retirement. I was good with not playing and doing that thing. I was good for a while, and he pulled me out of retirement to play, and now he's dipping on me. So I'm not faulting the guy. He's got his own thing going on. But I'm gonna miss playing with him because he's been my best friend for a very, very long time, and music is what bonds us for sure. So All right, hold on. Donald Rance just said, at Whiskey Encore, have you had Blue Spot yet? It's so amazingly wonderful. Second best Irish release after the dare not say that word
Yeah, what
releases.
Gator.
the Star
Garlic.
Trek II Wrath of Khan Irish whiskey.
Hold on. Dire Gallic Knockroth Forest release. Tell me how bad I murdered that, Donald Rance. I'm sure it was no
He's
good.
shaking his head right now.
I have not had the Blue Spot. You know, when that hit around here, I didn't know about it. And because I'm not an Irish whiskey drinker, it just went right past me. And so the Blue Spot's the one, because I see yellow and I see green and I see red still. I believe those are all real things, right? I believe I still see those. I have not seen a Blue Spot since they first hit
Donald,
hereabouts.
I seem to get offered Middleton very rare, like every time I walk into a store. It doesn't seem very rare to me.
Oh, wow. Blake Benson said that Sealbox email about the Chattanooga bottled bond came in at 12:18 p.m. for him, and 6 minutes later, it was out of stock.
Wow.
Bro, that happens at Sealbox so often, and I've talked to them about that. He says a lot of times they get 2 cases of something. You know, it's really limited when they get, especially when it's something they've had before. And I guess they do the same thing as a lot of people. They hold back a couple of cases just in case there's damage in shipping or lost things. And once all those deliveries have been made and they know they have a few, they put them back out available. But Blake, that Chattanooga bottled and bond, it's still around me a little bit, so I can maybe help hand deliver one of those to you. I'll check your messages tomorrow. All right. Donald Rance said,
Blake said he
Dare Gaelic. See, I almost said Dare Gaelic, but I wanted to make it more
Gaelic or
difficult.
garlic?
Garlic. Like garlic?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but Donald Rance would know. All right, so Will Zirk, another one, piling on with the Blue Spot is wonderful. You had it at Shane's. I actually don't think I did have that at Shane's because I was busy drinking a bunch of other really delicious stuff. Not complaining. I got to taste 2 different batches of the Old Carter American whiskey, enough to buy one before I left Kentucky the last time I was there. Pretty awesome. But I would like to try that Blue Spot. I'd like to branch out outside the American whiskeys, but I'll be honest with you people. You people, all of you people.
You people.
I really like bourbon and American whiskeys a whole lot, so that's kind of my thing. But I'm always willing to try new things. Take that as you will. Good night, Mike Stahl. I'm glad you stopped by for whatever that was, 12 seconds. It was good to see you and hear you twice. But I'll talk to you tomorrow, buddy. If you're not too busy, call me. I'll be out and about tomorrow. Apparently, I'm going to pick up some bourbon somewhere. We'll see how that goes. Good night, Mike. Always good to see you, buddy. All right. Bourbon Baller. Hey, Ben, I think we need this guy on our team. He's going in the hood hunting again tomorrow. Let me tell you, I love hood hunting is the funnest.
But he's got, I don't know, a unicorn peed on him or something today. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's going on with you, buddy? What'd you get there, Bourbon Baller?
Yeah, he did all right.
I'm glad to hear that. Ran out of time to call you back, Whiskey Encore. That's okay, Mike. We'll talk tomorrow or something, buddy. Just give me a ring when you get a chance. Hey, we're going to drop a link for Livewire Whiskey. I'm sure everybody here in the chat, there's 38 people still watching. A few of those are probably on the stream with me. But if you haven't subscribed to Livewire Whiskey, what are you waiting on? They have the best pub hangouts. Only second to Whiskey Encore. Apparently. Not really. I actually like hanging out on Livewire Whiskey because I don't have to have so much responsibility to entertain. Let's see. What the heck? 2 Pappy 15 MSRP first store Bourbon Baller, my new best friend. You only need one of those, buddy. That is awesome, bro.
I told you a unicorn peed on him or something.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. I've never seen a Pappy at retail. I don't think. I definitely saw a bunch of them when I was in Georgia last at, I don't know, twice secondary pricing. Like this place had them all, and they were all overpriced. And I mean, they had all the BTAC, they had all the everything, but too expensive. Too expensive for me. Let's see. Adriana says, I heard theirs have more rants. I guess you're talking about Livewire whiskey having more rants, and that's probably true. That's probably true. They get 10 people on at one time. I think I've done that a couple times. I think it's a little bit much to manage. As long as people can self-regulate on those things, you can do it. But we all know once a little bit of the liquid lubrication goes down on some of those people, get talky, real talky, and it's hard to get a word in edgewise. But, you know, it's all fun. Just hanging out, drinking, having a good time. Okay, since they're still here, Whiskey Eyes, Leon, and Trisha. I suppose this is Trisha. There's 36 people still watching. Go give them a sub if you haven't, because they got a good new channel going on. And
yeah, let's get a link in there.
Yeah, somebody do that for me.
I'll grab it.
Thanks, bud. I appreciate it. But I'd like, you know, I'm married. My wife is very supportive of what I do. She drinks a little whiskey here and there. She gets involved in the chats. And, you know, a lot of us, maybe not all of us, are in some sort of couple. And whenever you can do something that's together, you know, especially when you've been together for a long, long time. But thanks, Richie Z, for dropping that. You know, couples in the community is a pretty cool thing, and there's a lot of them. And I like supporting other people that are doing the same kind of stuff we're doing, so it's cool. You're welcome. You are welcome.
Will that work?
I haven't seen you yet. Oh, there you are. Little bit of a lag. That looks like theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that brings you right to Whiskey Eyes. You know, I've never asked you guys why it's Whiskey Eyes. Don't talk about it now, because I'm not going to be able to read an explanation about it. But I'd like to know how you got your channel name. I never thought to ask you guys that before.
Did you read the channel name I gave him?
No. What'd you give him?
It's on the screen.
Oh. And occasionally, Leon. You know, there's always one person that takes the lead in anything like that in a relationship. You know, it's nice to see a couple though. That's what I like most about it. They're a couple enjoying things together. And that thing happens to be delicious whiskey, and more power to you for that stuff. Bourbon Baller, I'm still in shock about the two Pappies. Did you get anything else while you're at it, buddy? Just saying, if you're having one of those days, I would have gone to every liquor store I knew if I was having one of those days. Like I said, I went to two different stores today that both had cigar blend and didn't get them. I know, I'm an idiot. Probably
you know, every cigar blend is different too. Right?
Yeah. This was batch 37, which I didn't know much about. I have 27.
Let's talk about it right now.
Yeah, I have 27, and I have batch 24.
Okay.
But I didn't open the 24.
I have 20 or 21.
24 is supposed to be a hitter.
Yeah, that's the one that's unopened that I have. That's my birth date. My birth date is the 24th of March.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll probably be out of this other one by then, and I'll probably open that one on my
All right,
birthday.
you ready for cigar blend, bourbon blend batch 27?
Yeah.
37, sorry.
37, yeah. 37 is the one I want to hear about.
It's called A Night in Tunisia.
Oh.
Cigar blend batch
spicy.
37 takes a somewhat exotic turn, inviting the whiskey connoisseur to probe deep into the fragrant world of the spice vendors in the souks of coastal North Africa. The nose promises aromas of couscous with raisins and pine nuts, potpourri, Moroccan bastilla topped with cinnamon and confectioner sugar, thick pomegranate syrup, as well as sweet, savory, and fruity tangine dishes. The aromatic fantasy continues with flavors of orange blossom, water drizzled over honeyed baklava, floral heady notes, jasmine notes, quince jam, and almond.
That's a lot of words.
A lot going on there.
That's a lot of words.
This dram is guaranteed to transport the connoisseur into a mental magical realm of relaxing in a leather club chair on a warm spring evening Namakaresh Riyadh.
Marrakesh.
Whatever. They
I'm
would
just
with all those freaking
That's a lot of friggin' words. Who wrote that shit?
Nancy Fraley.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Where you at, Nancy? The nose. My goodness. So now I'm really disappointed that I passed that up. And I hope they're there tomorrow. Hope. Goodness gracious. Will Zerk, that's hilarious.
I can look that
Keep
up.
reading
too.
the
It's
penthouse
internet.
forums for the whiskey drinkers. That's so wrong and so right.
Would you like to hear about Batch 38?
Hold on. I like those things, but not sure looking for them in my whiskey. The whiskey's supposed to be a 4D movie. I don't know. Maybe.
For how much cigar blind costs? Yeah.
Yeah, I like a roller coaster ride of a whiskey every once in a while, as long as it doesn't get so weird that I don't enjoy it. And I like Nancy's blends. The I've had a few different of the cigar blends other than the ones I've owned, and they've all been different. And I wouldn't say they've all been good, but none of them have been bad. I could say that, and a couple of them have been really fantastic. So,
which ones weren't that good that you had?
I don't remember what the batches were. Like I said, they were good. And
were they early or?
Yeah, they were earlier ones. But the thing is also then my palate probably wasn't as good as it. Not that it's great now, but it's definitely developed more since then. And a lot of times it's the setting, and I might not have been enjoying myself, period, that night. And the whiskey might have helped a little bit on one side of it, but probably didn't enjoy the whiskey as much as I could have just because of the setting.
Would you like to hear about Batch 24, the Fruit Bomb?
Yeah, I know I've got that one.
Armagnac cask number 6, 123.79 proof. The nose of batch 24 is fruit forward and creamy, with salted caramel pudding and candied orange peel, cherry cobbler covered with cinnamon buttered biscuit crust, candied orange peel. No, wait, went back on the same line. Grilled peaches with mint and ripe blackberries. The palate is a solid combination of rye, brown baking spices, sweet pipe tobacco, dried apricot, black currants, and mission figs. The finish continues with waves of dried fruit, spice, and candied walnuts. For those who like some fruit aromas in their whiskey, this batch has it in spades.
Wow. Tim Evans also says 23 was amazing. That was 24 you just read the description of, right? Yeah. Tim Evans says all of the cigar blends he's had, he has loved them. Well, like I said, I didn't not like any of them. So
you're just saying some were better than others.
Well, the one that I have that I can drink regularly, it wasn't just a one-off. I got to delve deep into it. I got to try it on different days when I was feeling differently. So I think that there's a lot to be said about being able to try the same bottle multiple times. And some of the other ones, I got one pour out of it, and I enjoyed them, but I wasn't able to go deep on them because
what batch is the one you have open?
27.
Oh, 27.
Yeah, which is my
27
anniversary
is
date.
known as the sweet one.
It is sweet. I wish my arms were longer.
Do you want me to read number 27?
Yeah, could you do that while I grab some? Because I want to drink it. Just wait 1 minute, though. I want to pour it while you're drinking because, it's a thing. Oh, and I'm tethered. I keep forgetting I'm tethered. So.
Light bar whiskey. What are you drinking, Ben? Anything?
McKenna 10. Not loving it at the moment, actually. And now I'm going to break Cheech. It's going to be
Batch 27. Batch 27.
Are you ready, Cheech?
I am pouring right now, so yes, have at it.
Cigar blend, bourbon batch 27, sweet one.
Wow, ruined my favorite whiskey.
Cask number 8, 121.31 proof.
Oh, come on, just read it. I want to hear what you're saying, buddy.
Batch 27 is a third proof from the cigar blend crew. This means it picked up more of the water solomile.
Yeah, you're right. That's not going to work as Cartman.
So good.
This means it picked up more of the water-soluble caramelized wood sugars from the Armagnac barrel number 8 than the other casks, leading to a sweeter nose and more roundness on the palate. This batch has notes of English cinnamon cake, English Christmas cake, and plum pudding soaked in brandy sauce, dark dried fruit, sweet iced tea with muddled mint and dried apricots. These aromas carry over to the palate, where further notes of marzipan, buttered croissant, aromatic pipe tobacco, rum raisin ice cream, and saddle leather make their debut. Because of the extra caramelized wood sugars, the finish on this batch is much longer than the rest, with vanilla custard and more dried fruit.
You know, I really get the apricot on this. Every time I've drank it, the apricot really. If you've ever eaten like dried apricots, it's in there for sure.
Oh boy!
This one's delicious.
Did you read Blake's comment?
No, I'm about to though.
I don't know if you want to.
After hearing Bourbon read that, I'm looking for my boy bottom flashlight. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for pointing that out. Aiden has already left. He's sleeping.
Hey, he's going to be back in a moment.
Yeah. Oh, this is delicious though. This cigar blend is really good. I think Independent Joe, had a batch that he wanted you to read. I think he said it was
22.
Batch 22.
Now batch 22.
Now do them all, Ben.
Do 21 after that. That's the one I have.
Tim Evans finally found a number 47. Wow.
35 is the only one that's been here this year. So let's see. I got to get into the 20s. You said 22 and 23?
22 and 21.
Do 22 first.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, this goes right along with Blake's comment.
I can't wait to hear this.
Cigar blend, bourbon batch 22, the gentleman's study.
Oh, I get it.
Batch 22, while coming from the same Coumer, I guess, as batches 19 to 21, was housed in a freshly dumped Armagnac cask that gave it a somewhat different flavor profile from the other three casks. This batch is an air of refinement, muscularity, and dynamite power on the nose and palate. It is a liquid version of a Victorian-era gentleman's study, draped in dark mahogany. The classic bourbon caramel pudding and vanilla bean notes remain solid, coated by a long-aged vintage Armagnac profile of prunes and syrup, well-worn Cheshire Field leather sofa, cigar humidor, English Christmas cake, brandied cherries, nutty ranchero aromas, and brown baking spices. The finish is long, luxurious, and contemplative. Best savored with a good book, fine cigar, and smoking jacket. Plancha.
That's a lot of words.
Yep.
A lot of words.
That's a lot of words.
You ready for 21?
I just poured 21.
Oh, there you go.
Cigar blend bourbon batch 21. Icing on the spice cake. The initial nose of batch 21 is exceptionally sweet, with enticing aromas of sticky toffee pudding, spice cake drizzled with blackberry blossom honey, cinnamon rolls, rum raisins, prunes and syrup, white icing, and stuffed medjool. I don't know that one.
Visual dates.
They are medjool? Yeah. Just as red? All right.
Yeah, medjool.
With toasted shaved coconut. Not just toasted, not just shaved. Toasted and shaved coconut. All of these notes press on the palate, coupled with the addition of Jamaican allspice, orange with cloves, citrusy Madagascar cinnamon, candied ginger, coconut milk, blackberry jam, and hazelnuts. The sticky toffee pudding returns in the finish, with fruit flavors of dried apricot, blackberry, and stewed prunes lingering from the Armagnac cask influence. This is freaking tongue twisters.
It is a lot.
I get some of that. I don't get most of that. Definitely get the candy ginger though in the palate.
Hey, real quick, Ben, I'm going to put this comment up from Bourbon Baller. I think it has. It's directed at you. The Hedgehog reads reviews. Okay, Donald Rand said his favorite tasting note was for Lafroig 10. It's like running nude through a bag of peat on fire and jumping into a tub of liquid smoke on a Sunday afternoon. Where do they come up with this shit? They're probably drunk
it's
when
like
they write it.
You can't say cherry. It has to be stewed cherries and honey. And
Tim says the description of 47 is crazy.
Yeah, okay, so Ken's not wrong. This is whiskey ASMR with Ben. And Tim Evans would like, this will be the last reading Ben does on the cigar blend. You can get your requests in for next week's stream. You have different batches in mind.
Tune in to Whiskey Encore Patreon for the other batches.
Oh, I could do that as an exclusive. I could. Hey, speaking of Patreon, I'm still waiting on my Glens. The guy making my Glens, they were back ordered. He just got them in today, so they're supposed to be getting engraved, and hopefully he'll be shipping those out early next week to me, and then let the rewards begin. So there's rewards coming for my patrons. And there's some other stuff in the works as well. But
wow.
Thanks for being patient.
Cigar Blend Bourbon Batch 47 is layered in bullshit. Are you guys ready for 47?
I can't wait. I mean, what a setup.
After that.
Yeah, what a setup.
Layered in bullshit.
Cigar Tim Blend likes this as a segment. I think we could do that. We could do tasting notes with Ben on my streams. That's fine. Here we go.
Cigar Blend Bourbon Batch 47. Beatnik Breakfast, 127.56 proof. Cigar Blend Batch 47 is to date the darkest of the dark and also the highest proof batch to date. Prepare for an existential crisis and break out your best black beret and turtleneck sweater to fully experience this batch. As the nose takes in notes of Baker's bittersweet dark chocolate, black licorice, high-proof Russian Imperial Stout, cracked old saddle leather, not new, not uncracked, cracked
and old
saddle leather, aromatic pipe tobacco as opposed to unaromatic pipe tobacco, and spicy Armagnac barrel tannins. The palate conjures up flavors of charred barrel smoke, Italian espresso roast coffee beans, Douglas fir tree, pâte de crème, sweet barley malt, Werther's original caramel popcorn, not a Werther's original caramel.
Oh.
Devil's food cake batter, not Devil's food cake. Pine forest campfire smoke, chocolate covered cherries, and tiramisu dessert soaked in dark rum. Batch number 47, aka Beatnik Breakfast, will make you howl for more.
Wow. Nancy Fraley, I love you, but come on, girl. Come on. I'm not saying... No, I won't say that. I'll just leave it right there. Richie Z is right. There was a Freudian slip in there with Ben.
Absolutely. that was a triple B tongue twister there.
Yeah. You say triple B. I prefer double D. Just saying. That's probably the worst thing I've ever said on stream.
I don't discriminate.
I'm a married man. Just remember that.
Uh-huh.
Cheech, I'm gonna need to jump out of here. My back is killing. I can't sit here any longer.
Hey, buddy, it's good. I'm not going to go much longer anyway. Thanks for joining, Tito. It's good to see you.
Tito. It's not saying I've done that before. Or the couch.
No.
Tito, go ice your back or something, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go use the Theragun and invert the inversion table. I'll be good.
Yeah,
all right.
I've got one of those too, buddy. Can't say I blame you on the inversion table. It's good stuff.
The real good stuff. All right. Cheers, everyone.
Take it easy.
Actually, that would be amazing. Tito needs to do a video on the inversion table.
Upside down, Tito.
Might be able to do swing that.
That would be.
You should do it on an Australian stream.
Yes.
That would be amazing.
Tito down under.
Tito down under.
No. We'll call that Tito up and over.
Up and over. There you go.
All right.
Cheers, Tito. Take it easy, buddy.
Later, brother.
Good night, man. Oh, that's funny shit. Nice reading there, Ben.
I told you that one was layered in bullshit.
Thanks, Tim Evans, for making sure you read that one because that's a good one to end on. But I do like it. I like the segment. So maybe that's something we can work into your stream or my stream. I mean, I don't mind coming and reading them on your stream either.
Or we could that could be our recorded content.
Oh yeah, we could.
Complete with my screw ups and critiques in the content.
There you go. Well, yeah, you got to have a
risking. What do you call it? We could call it reading of bullshit master distiller tasting notes or something.
You know what's funny is I get that you have to market what you do, but some of the stuff on the 27 made sense to me. The dry fruit thing definitely comes through. There's definitely some baking spices and all that. Apricot hits me every time I drink that. Actually, any of the Joseph Magnus I've had, I could say there's an apricot thing. But I think that's something to do with the Armagnac and, just the reaction.
So here's the Redwood Empire distilled, what do you call it? Bottled exclusively for Total Wine.
Total Wine, right.
Here's the bullshit on this label.
Yeah, I skipped both of those releases from them.
Located in the Russian River Valley, Graystown is the original name of the town where our distillery resides. Aged in high char New American oak and finished in port wine barrels, the mild Northern California seasons allow for a slow and even extraction of flavor, with notes of caramel, baking spice, and maraschino cherry.
It's not as wordy though, but yeah, I mean, so
this is the first barrel I picked up to see what bullshit was on.
Yeah, I just think it's fluff. You gotta put down the fluff.
Oh, you want to see fluff? Let's see what Aaron writes.
Oh, yeah, but he's got great whiskey though. But you're right. I mean, it's all marketing when it comes down to it. It's enough to make somebody who's never bought a bottle buy a bottle, then that's cool. Gets in somebody else's hand. I'd just rather drink it and make my own notes, I guess.
So McKenna doesn't have any bullshit on the barrel, but it comes with a book full of bullshit.
Yeah, it's got its own little book full of bullshit. Do you think Nancy writes down the actual nouns and then some marketing person writes up the ridiculous stuff? No, I think she writes it herself.
That's Nancy.
That definitely sounds like the way she describes whiskey for sure. But hey, she still blends some fantastic tasting whiskey.
Hell yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
Me could have had it at MSRP today, and I'm like, motherfucker, what?
Answer your phone. I know you didn't get my call. It's all right. I'll check it again. So yeah. And Tim Evans is also a fan of Nancy. I can't blame you, buddy. She does some amazing stuff, without a doubt. And she's, it's nice that she kind of gets into the whiskey community a little bit as well, which, they don't nobody has to do that works for a distillery. I think at Jackie Zykan, she does the same thing. She doesn't have to do that,
She's a lot feistier, though. She'll be like,
oh, yeah.
She'll be like, yeah, this tastes like, yeah.
I like that about her. I think that might be one of her most endearing qualities. That, and, she wished me happy birthday like 60 times on the Mash and Drum stream, which is pretty awesome.
Hey, it's only like 4 or 5 months to my birthday.
Yeah, we should do something exciting for yours.
Probably won't happen as it's in the holiday season.
Yeah, but so
everybody's wrapped up in the advent calendars around then, and the Jew don't really do an advent calendar.
Yeah, let's well, we can do something else though. We could do something together, Ben, on that. We could do an advent calendar, and I'll
talk.
We got the kosher Buffalo Trace stuff. We can do that, right?
Sure.
Did they make those in minis? I never wondered if they ever made those in like minis. That would be neat if they did.
750s only.
I never got the kosher, the straight rye. That one I did not have a chance to get.
It's the weakest.
That's what I've heard as well.
It's basically Baby Saz.
Okay.
Maybe with an extra year on it.
Okay.
The rye recipe and the wheat are definitely the two.
Yeah.
To care about.
Yeah. All right. And do the 25 days of labels. See, Tim's already jumping on. So for 25 days, you can just read fluff. You could be a whiskey fluffer.
Bullshit. Yeah.
You could be a whiskey fluffer.
There you go. But I hate editing. Oh my God, do I hate editing? So that's part of the reason I grabbed this Windows box today is so I could try like Adobe Rush or Adobe Premiere, which like I get it. I'm working with what do you call it? DaVinci
Antiquated.
Resolve right now, but no, it's highly powerful, but like
Right.
it has a high learning curve, and
Right. So that little
I'm
intro
just trying
that I
to
made.
make stupid whiskey videos in stores, and this is like used for like editing movies.
Right.
They
Right.
go to theaters. It's
Maybe a
like,
little overkill. So my little intro that I did, I just knocked that out in like iMovie on a Macintosh. But it was so I did 2 of them. The first one was long, and it included like some footage of me playing, gigs, and some footage from distilleries and stuff. And I was like, man, that looks really cool, and I hate it. And I didn't like it at all. I didn't like, oh, that looks cool. It's got all these great fades and wipes, and I put like a couple hours into it, and I scrapped the whole thing. I scrapped it so bad I actually deleted it. I was just like, I don't even want to watch this again. It was that bad. I'm like, but I bet I could throw together a 10-second intro. Like, I literally did it like an hour before I went on. I was like, that works. I'm okay. It's probably not going to be a permanent thing, but I just figure for this impromptu live thing that I've done after Bourbon Junkies last week, and then tonight after Mash and Drum, I thought it'd be better than just having a stark, just boom, there I am. So who wants to watch that again and give me some pointers and critique?
Well, it seemed like Ken had some good editing ideas to it to clean it up a little.
Okay, I don't know. Are you still here, Ken? Are you still here?
If not, just send it to Ken and let him fix it. Just saying.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna still play it again because it's gonna be my outro, kinda. Let's see. We'll do that one more time here.
Audrey, I don't know if you could describe yourself any more ridiculously than I already do, but
sure we can. What are you talking about? I haven't even started yet. All right, let's watch that video again real quick. I feel like oh, good. Ken is here. So Ken, just take a look at his 10 seconds of nonsense. Oh, perfect. It's not playing. Well, that sucked. Let's try it again. Here we go. All right. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I'm going to do it again because I had a banner up over it, so we'll do it one more time. So here we go.
What?
I'm kidding. Poor Ben's going to go, oh, my fucking neck tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm fucking old for this shit.
Yeah. Let me tell you, that's the body part that hurts me the worst after playing a 5-hour gig is my neck. Just because I got a giant melon head. I'm just holding that thing up all night long. While
You
I'm
got a
playing
giant melon head?
Yeah, I do. Unbelievable. So anybody's got something to say about that? Say it now. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to probably shut this thing down in a few minutes. By a few minutes, probably 5 to 6 minutes. 6 minutes. We'll stop. We'll stop in. Okay, well, in 4 minutes, it'll be 1 a.m. my time. So we'll wrap it up then. But let's see. You can download templates and get some cool transitions or title effects. I have all that at my fingertips. Like I said, this was thrown together like in minutes, not hours. I'm sure if I spent a little more time on it. And like I said, I just kind of grabbed some quick footage of the whiskey shelves behind me. I didn't even like worry about lighting or anything like of the sort. So it was quick and dirty. So Richie liked it. That's cool. What's up there, Joe?
Oh,
hey.
I know.
I think Richie just liked it because it had a little bit of metal in it. Can't say I blame you there. Nice riff. Sounds really good. Yeah, it's some copyright-free audio that I was able to get. Tripod would be the only thing to use next time. Looks good. Okay, Tim. I'm gonna, like I said, I'll reshoot that
and move across. Joe.
Well, I can do a pan.
Oh,
I can do a pan. What's up? Adam's
Dude,
here.
love the intro.
Thanks, bro. Thanks.
Actually, you look like you got a little more color to you, dude.
Yeah, you look a little better today.
Yeah, I took about a 2-hour nap, so
The beard's looking good. Getting a head start on the fall with that beard, buddy. Don't shave that thing off.
Nope. Letting it come in.
Yeah. Mine got shaggy last year. I'll have to I'll post
Yours
a picture.
got shaggy?
Yeah. It was down to my like mid chest. It was long.
Damn, son.
Like a fucking lumberjack. It was crazy.
You look like Joe in a couple months.
Yeah, you're not too far behind Joe. That's probably. But just where's Joe going to be in a couple months? You know, he might be down.
Hanging?
I don't know. I'm gonna try some. See how we're doing tonight.
See, Adriana, that's great. I like hearing that kind of feedback. That hold on, that's not a shot of the chair.
The only thing you kind of need is like red leather dripping blood or something for whiskey.
Oh, that's more Jen's thing.
Well,
I'm not into gore at all. That's not my thing. I like zombie stuff because I know it's fake. But Jen watches like some crazy horror movie shit. Like she was watching something earlier, and I walked through the living room, and it was like these 3 faceless creatures. I'm like, oh, great! Now I'm gonna have nightmares about faceless.
Yeah,
creatures.
I'm the same. I can't watch that.
No, thank you. No, thank you. So what you up to, Joe?
I mean, maybe not dripping blood, but just like something more that pops than just like Times New Roman.
Like I said, I threw that together in 10
hear
minutes,
you.
Ben. At the same time, I was doing that on my computer, and I was making the thumbnail for my live on my iPad literally at the same time. I was trying to, I knew I was, because I thought Jason, I was like, man, he had like 12 matchups to do or whatever. I'm like, he's going to be on until 1 o'clock. I might not go on at all. But I'm like, and then he said, I'm probably going to wrap this up in like 20 minutes. I was like, oh shit. And then in 20 minutes, I did a thumbnail and that intro video. So,
and he's probably embedded in his couch right now.
Hey, 60 hertz. I was thinking the same thing. When you say a small ramp before the stab would be my only advice. Some people queue up alive and then go do other things. Then sudden audio can be a bit of a shock. Yeah, I get it, man. I'm probably going to do a little like, I don't know, maybe little birds chirping and a sunrise. No, I don't know if I'm going to do that, but something to lead into that because it is kind of a stark start. But I'm working on it. I'm trying to make things better for the entertainment value of the channel. And now enough about me. So Jojo, what you doing, buddy?
I finished that video. That's why I haven't been able to come on like earlier.
The samurai stuff?
The samurai stuff. And so I went upstairs. I started downloading the video to YouTube. And come to find out, once it was finished downloading, that it was a video that I had previously did.
Oh, shit.
So I had to delete
uploaded the wrong file?
Yeah, I had to delete it, and now I'm uploading the right file right now.
Okay. How long of a video did it turn out to be? I know we were talking about time.
I think around 17 minutes,
Okay.
but it's 2 whiskeys, so I'm okay with that.
Yep.
Did you get him to fight?
No. They're pretty stoic.
Oh.
They don't look stoic.
Those things look so cool.
So,
when those bottles get empty, I want them. Don't throw those away. No, I know you're going to keep them. Just messing with you. They're pretty damn cool.
They're not going to be empty for years.
Years, yeah. I got it. It's a joke. Damn, that thing is so cool. Oh, and its head turned and looked right at you.
Ooh, scary.
Yeah, careful, buddy.
What's up, Will Zirk?
Yeah, Will Zirk's hanging out. Will, you're the only person I didn't try to call today. I didn't try to call Adam either.
I got a call either.
Well, I didn't. I thought you might be resting, really, to be honest with you. You should get as much rest as you can. So, let's see. Cheech, you and your guest's favorite horror movie. I like The Shining. I like The Shining too. I know it's The Shining. I'm just fucking around. It's a good one. It's kind of creepy, but I like it. I like that one. But my favorite horror movie, I don't know if it really qualifies as a horror movie anymore, but I'm a huge fan of Jaws, the original Jaws. I'm not sure if that's really considered a horror movie anymore, but that's one of my favorite all-time movies. It's in my top 5 of all-time movies. I've probably seen that movie 200 or more times.
Probably The Exorcist for me.
Yeah, that's a good one. Not in my top 5, but that's another good one. Definitely creeps out.
Or The Omen Part 2.
Oh, yeah. Omen Part 2 is good. Yeah, I got you, buddy. That's a creepy movie. I try not to watch that shit too much. I like happy stuff. I like puppies and, that kind of stuff. But, yeah. Hey, what else? Ben, do you have a favorite horror movie?
Yeah, none.
None. Okay, so that's what I thought with Ben. And Adam likes, what do you like for film? Are you a horror guy or are you into other stuff?
I like Richie's call out of The Shining. That in high school, that was like one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, I like Kubrick films in general.
Yeah,
you know, there's lots of Kubrick films that I like.
I don't think of those as horror though.
They're more thriller. There's some horrifying stuff in The Shining, and the twins in the bathtub scene.
Yeah. Well, I'm not talking about The Shining though.
Oh, that bathtub scene.
I meant his others. I mean, like.
Oh yeah. Well, they're not all.
What do you think of the sequel?
It's good. I'll leave it at that. It's good. It's not great, but you know, sequels seldom are. There's only a few movies where like the second movie was better.
Yeah.
Omen 2, Godfather 2, Empire Strikes Back. What's that?
Back to the Future 2.
Nope. That wasn't good at all.
What?
Toy Story 2.
Toy Story 2 is excellent.
There we go.
It is excellent. So good. Not really.
Frozen 2.
Did they do a 2 on that?
Yep.
I'm so fortunate my daughter is in the prime age to love Frozen, and she hates it. She hates all the girls that sing those songs at school and all that. She goes, enough already. But then again, my daughter listens to metal, so
I kind of like the Frozens.
Yeah, I mean, they're cute, without a doubt. Let's talk about our favorite Disney movies. My favorite Disney movie, my current favorite, is Ratatouille. I really like Ratatouille.
Dude, I just watched that the other day.
It's so good. It's clever.
12 times.
What's that?
Adam just watched it the other day 12 times.
Yeah.
No, I just get sick of all these other movies, so I'm like, what's one I haven't seen in a while? Okay, Ratatouille. All right, kids.
So my top 5 movies include, in no particular order, are Jaws, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Empire Strikes Back, Godfather 2, and the other one kind of bops between Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice is really good. It really is. Don't make faces, Ben. Beetlejuice is really good.
Hey, everybody's entitled to their opinion.
And Shawshank Redemption. Shawshank Redemption is a
really good.
Damn fine film.
Shawshank's great.
I don't know if it would be my favorite, but it's a good movie.
What, Shawshank?
Yeah.
Well, you know, for the last 10 years, 2 movies they go back and forth between being considered voted the best movies of all time. Shawshank Redemption and then Hitchcock's Vertigo.
Well, I'm just saying it could be
Vertigo's amazing.
It could be an amazing movie without it being nearly your favorite.
Yeah, I got you.
Fight Club's my favorite.
Well, that's definitely my top 10.
We don't talk about Fight Club here.
You could talk about the movie.
I could quote that movie.
Rule number 2. Don't forget about rule number 1 and 2.
There you go.
I don't know why Falling Down doesn't make more people.
Falling Down is underrated.
That's my number 1.
That's a good movie.
Okay, well, let's...
Full Metal Jacket.
Yes, Full Metal Jacket. Another Kubrick film. It's fantastic. Yeah. How about They Live?
They Live, dude. That's
They Live it's if you watch it now, you just be like, wow, we're kind of living that right now.
They were woke.
That's the
wokest.
Actual woke, that's true. Plus, it's got that great fight scene, the alley fight scene with Roddy Piper. Does anybody know about the correlation with that in Family Guy? There's the Family Guy fight between Peter Griffin and the chicken.
Yeah, I heard about that.
It's the exact choreographed fight from They Live.
That's amazing.
They took a lot of time to do that. So.
Favorite westerns.
Outlaw Josie Wales. Wait, Tombstone. You don't like
I like
Tombstone?
the Clint Eastwood one. I can't think of the name. Unforgiven.
Oh, Unforgiven. How about The Good, Bad, and the Ugly?
That's what I just said.
I know. I mean, how about that one, Joe? I'm talking to Joe.
Oh.
You don't like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
I thought you just were describing us.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Wow.
I'm the ugly. I'm the ugly. So, I mean,
I'm the good.
You'd have to talk about those two right there.
I'm the good. Ben's definitely the bad. I don't know what Adam is. Adam's the narrator. Adam's the dude.
The dude.
So we might as well say the Big Lebowski's. That's another great movie if you want to just be silly. That's another good one. But I like film. I would watch more film. I don't watch any television at all. Literally zero TV. Like television shows. I haven't seen a sitcom or drama or anything in, I don't know, 10 years probably.
Bullshit. Cheech watches Days of Our Lives.
I used to watch Days of Our Lives. It's funny you say that, Ben. So like when I was in junior high school and high school, This was the early days of VCRs, and it was so early in the days of VCRs that you could only record something if you were actually watching it. So over the summer break, I forget what year it was. I was probably in like 8th or 9th grade. My mother said, I need you to record Days of Our Lives so I can watch it when I get home from work every day. So, I was on summer break. So every day I had to watch Days of Our Lives so I could record Days of Our Lives. So there was one summer I pretty much knew everything that was going on in Days of Our Lives. Here's the rub. Here we are, however many years later. If you go watch Days of Our Lives now, about 2 weeks has passed since the time I was watching it in the mid 80s to now. It only seems to be about 2 weeks of actual time has progressed on that show. So, we got some movies in the chat. Here we go. Ben Demon Hunter, Braveheart, that's a good one. Black Hawk Down, another good one. Fellowship of the Ring. Ugh.
Oh, we lost you right there.
Yeah. So I don't know if everybody's ever seen my comments, like when you're watching a long video, I'll put in there, I'm like, this is taking longer than the goodbye scene from Lord of the Rings. If somebody's going on and on and on again.
I'm a little confused by Zachary Jones' comment.
We're going. He was popping a bag of
time out for that.
Popping a bag of pork rinds. Is that like a euphemism?
That exactly. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
Could be.
I mean, I'm not going to say I don't like pork rinds. Pork rinds are keto, so I can actually eat those without messing up my...
Oh, I'm not against pork rinds. I'm just wondering how to have you pop.
It's a funny thing to say, though, popping. I've never heard somebody say popping a bag of pork rinds.
Yeah, that's why I'm...
Oh, you know what? Maybe he's talking about those ones that you can make in the microwave. There it goes. He just put it in there, microwave pork rinds. So there's some you can get that you microwave them and you have fresh, hot, crispy pork rinds. I've never tried them. I wonder if they're good. I try not to cook things in the microwave, not because I'm one of those people who think it's a nuclear device that's going to kill me. It's just, in general, I don't like what it does to textures on food, things like that. Plus, I cook. I cook every day, so there's always good food in my house. Always. How about the Dark Knight? Ben, are you talking to the Dark Knight with Christian Bale? I'm Batman. That one?
I'm Batman.
I love the movie. I just don't understand why he has to talk like that.
Yeah, Christian Bale's voice is just, I don't know. There's something wrong with that.
Oh, Richie, that is a great. That's a recent one, but that's a remake. There was an original 310 to Yuma, but that is a fantastic.
Yeah, that is a really good one.
Yeah.
Hey,
and that's with Christian Bale also.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
If we're going to talk about Richie Z, can we talk about Kill Bill?
Oh, man. There's a little bit of resemblance, I'm not going to lie. But hey, Kill Bill 1 and 2, Tarantino's making 3 right now. It's in production.
Making it without Bill?
I don't know. It's he probably has enough footage from all the other stuff that he can edit it. But yeah, he's that's in production right now. And then today I saw some production stills from Rob Zombie's remake of The Munsters. He's making a Munsters movie.
It's going to be
interesting. I'm just saying I saw some production stills from it today. They were building the actual house for 1313 Mockingbird Lane. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there.
It's going to be pretty twisted if Rob Zombie's doing
See, Will Zirk said Tombstone. That's a good one. Just, man, Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday is just so good. Let's see. Who else do we got? Tim Evans. Totally off basis. We're not talking about air fryers, but my thoughts on them, I don't own one. Some people say they like it. I actually own a deep fryer, Like, we're going to fry something. Let's really fry it. That's what I'm saying.
I bought an air fryer. We made chicken one time, and it came out so bad I never used it again.
There you go. Well, there's Ben's
I
thoughts on it.
One, but I never did pull the trigger.
Yeah,
it was like the worst chicken I ever ate in my life.
That's not good. Cheech is Angel Eyes. Greg, thank you, buddy. I didn't realize that had such beautiful features.
That's a movie too.
I know.
Does anybody else have a peanut gallery, or is it just me?
What do you think of the new actor for Batman?
Who's the new actor for Batman?
He's the a guy with the vampire movies. I don't know his name.
Edward?
Edward?
I don't know. Is it those movies?
Oh, from like Twilight? That guy?
Yeah, Twilight. That guy, yeah.
The skinny guy,
seen it.
Right?
I've never seen Twilight. My wife watched it, and I'm like, "What is this nonsense?"
Yeah, I don't even know his name.
I don't know either. Somebody in the chat will figure it out.
Little known secret: Cheech sparkles in the sunlight.
I do sparkle now sometimes. Well, it's a joke in our house that. So I have a daughter. You know, she's
comes from his angel eyes.
There you go. Because I have a, a dome. If there's any glitter in the house, I don't care who's touched it or where it was in the house. Somehow it ends up on my head, and of course I never notice it until I'm like out in public, and then I catch a glimpse of myself. Like there's damn glitter all over my head. So I sparkle. You're right, Ben. I sparkle. Okay.
You do.
B-movie Western with Kurt Russell. Look up Bone Tomahawk. Takes place, I think, in New Mexico or Western Texas. I'm not sure if I've heard of that one, but I can tell you I love Big Trouble in Little China. That's one of my favorites. That's a good movie.
It's a good movie. Young Guns. If
Young
talking
Guns,
Westerns.
yeah. That's a good one. That's a good Western. What else is a good Western? There was a whole run of good Westerns for a while. You know, Clint Eastwood made some fantastic ones for sure.
What was the one with the giant metal spider?
Oh, was that the one? Is that the one with Will Smith?
Yeah, it's terrible.
I never saw that. What was that called?
I can only do the Cartman song about that movie.
Oh, don't. Spaghetti Western from
Wild Wild West.
Wild Wild West. Oh, yeah, because he sampled Cool Mo D for that one.
Yo, Batman, we get out of this car. If I go save some high up 5 big mouse spider.
How about some gangster movies like King of New York?
Oh, yeah. I like Dead Presidents. You like Dead Presidents?
Yeah, that one's a good one.
That's a good one.
It actually, though, hit, forgot what list of worst like crime movies.
God damn it.
Really?
Yeah, but I thought it was good. I mean,
I thought it was good, too.
Yeah.
How about Do the Right Thing? Did anybody ever see Do the Right Thing? Spike Lee.
Spike Lee.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Spike
Lee. I don't know if it holds up. You know, I saw probably about a year ago. I saw White Men Can't Jump, and that movie's horrible now. But I remembered it being so good. But when I watched it, it was just so not good.
Was it so good?
I remembered it being good. Is what I'm saying. You know, sometimes the nostalgia is better, and I'll give a good example for people who are old enough to have seen the original Willy Wonka, the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I remember that being like this as a child, this fantastical factory, you know, with amazing machines that churned out magic candy. And then you go back and watch it, and it's like a couple old broken down like washing machines, a couple of tarps, a bubble machine. It's like the factory's garbage.
Yeah.
But as a child, I remembered it being so good. But
Speaking of garbage, can we take a moment and talk about that piece of garbage, Grandpa Joe?
I don't know what that means.
You talking about me?
No, from the
Are you a grandpa?
No, Grandpa Joe from Charlie and the Chocolate
Charlie Chocolate Factory. Lays in a bed
because he
years. Family.
I know what you're getting at.
Gets a golden ticket. Boom.
Yeah, he's dancing.
Tap dancing to go to a chocolate factory. And meanwhile, Charlie's been cleaning up his bedpan for the last 20 years.
So Tim Evans likes Do the Right Thing. It's a good movie. And Will Zirk, I don't know what the Wanderers are, but I love the Warriors, man. I love the Warriors. It's one of my favorite movies.
Bringing it back to drinking a little bit. Lawless is a good movie.
I don't know that one.
Lawless?
Yeah, Lawless.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
It's
like it's about moonshine and stuff like that.
Yeah, bootleg.
Oh, wow. I have to check that out with all my free time. I'm never busy. Richie Z says Goodfellas is great for a mob film. You're not wrong, buddy. That's a good one. Casino's another good mob film for sure, especially if you have 3 hours plus to kill.
Casino and Goodfellas kind of like almost like the same movie.
Almost, yeah. Richie Z, Goodfellas is perfect. Tim Evans is on board with that. It is a fantastic movie. So good.
One that's not talked about enough is Donnie Brasco. That's a good flick.
Oh. Donnie Brasco is a good one. Bourbon Beginnings. Ruben says he's got a frame of a golden ticket autograph certified from the production set. That's pretty cool.
Does it say to a lazy ass, useless guy?
To a lazy ass,
Joe?
useless Uncle Joe, Grandpa Joe, whatever he is. That's funny. Man, there are so many good films. We live in like this golden age where you can pretty much watch anything that you can think of, but there's no way you can watch it all. There's so much stuff out there, and you only have a finite amount of time. And I'm lucky if I can carve out an hour to do something in a day that I want to do. And I'll be honest, most of the time that's drive around, look for whiskey.
Yep.
But
when you get a chance, watch that movie Life.
Life?
Yeah.
But Eddie Murphy?
So, just so everyone knows, there's a Facebook group called I Dislike the POS that is Grandpa Joe from Willy Wonka. It is 42,000
Hold
members.
on. I'm going to join that right now.
It used to be called I Hate Grandpa Joe,
I
but
think Ben started it like back in the 2010 or something.
I'll put the link to the group in the chat.
All right. So Bourbon Baller says eight heads in a duffel bag. Horrible movie. Don't ever waste your time watching that, anybody. Just
Suicide
kidding.
King's good.
Suicide King's good. Kings of New York's good. Oh, what about
Gangs in New York. That's
Gangs of New York? Yeah, I was just going there.
Especially like Joe Dirt.
It's good for a laugh, right?
That's why I'm bringing it up, because Suicide Kings and Kings of New York are Christopher Walken movies, so I figure Joe Dirt.
I've never seen Joe Dirt. I've heard it's funny though.
Wedding Crashers. That's a good Walken movie.
Never seen that either.
I with a curling iron.
I've never seen it. Like I said, it's hard to see everything.
That's my terrible impression of Christopher Walken.
Coming at me all wrong.
Big Vic with Tears of the Sun. I'm not sure what that is.
That's okay. It's a Bruce Willis movie. It's a war movie type
Big
thing.
Vic, I thought you were jumping on live, dude. What happened?
Yeah.
Bruce Willis is my favorite Christmas movie.
Oh, Die Hard?
Of course.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's funny. I don't really watch a lot of like war movies, but Joe hit on it earlier. Full Metal Jacket is just a fantastic masterpiece of a film. It's done so well.
Tubuku?
Yeah, so the Tubuku.
I watched
favorite war military film like Saving Private Ryan. I've never seen Saving Private Ryan. I've only seen Black Hawk Down once under duress, and I've seen Full Metal Jacket about 50 times, maybe more.
You'll like Saving Private Ryan.
That's my wife says too. It's just too long, and I don't.
I've seen the porn version called Saving Ryan's
Saving Ryan's Privates. Go figure. So Ben's dressing as Ron Jeremy for Halloween this year. He's just going to walk around with a subpoena around his dong. I think it's late enough I can make jokes like that. Right? See, most people don't get to see me go down that road because I try to have a little bit of like decorum, but I'll get right down there to it. I have not seen Wedding Crashers. That's right. I have not seen.
I throw a rope around you and I pull, and I try to pull you down in the gutter.
A little bit, you do. Oh, that is a good one. Rutger Hauer, A Hobo with a Shotgun. I've actually seen that. That is a fantastic, weird, strange movie.
The Hitcher is a good Rutger
Hitcher's
Hauer
good. Yeah, that's a good one. What's the other one? I just had it on the tip of my tongue. That's what happens when I'm not drinking enough. Blade Runner. Blade Runner. Tell me you don't like Blade Runner. Blade Runner's an excellent film. I haven't seen the sequel to it. What's that?
I like the sequel.
Yeah, I haven't watched the sequel yet. My wife had never seen Blade Runner, so I got her to watch the first one about 6 months ago. And then... oh my gosh. Lone Survivor is a favorite of mine because I heard Marcus Luttrell speak live. Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking of Lamar Luttrell from Revenge of the Nerds. Sorry, buddy. It was funny to me. Surviving the Game. At least that's not the Crying Game, if you know what I'm saying.
Surviving the Game.
What are your favorites, Jake?
What's that, Crying Game?
Yeah.
No. I do like Forrest Whitaker, though. If anybody's seen his movie Dog, The Way of the Samurai, if you haven't seen that, that's a good movie.
Yeah, actually, my favorite car is in that movie. One of the few movies it's in.
What's that? Studebaker?
Monte Carlo SS.
Oh, what year? My dad used to have a Monte Carlo.
86, same year I have.
I didn't know you had a Monte Carlo.
Mm-hmm.
How did I not know that? I mean, I know about the other vehicles, but
I'm not a big fan of Forrest Whitaker, but I'm a huge fan of his eye.
Yeah, the wandering eye is the best part. But that movie, Dog, if you like The Professional, Leon, The Professional, it's a kind of one of those like introspective movies about somebody who's involved in, the hitman lifestyle or, an enforcer for organized crime.
And it's Ghost Dog.
Ghost Dog, that's it. Ghost Dog, Way of the Sun. Thanks, Ben. But I knew I was close. I mean, I haven't seen that in 10 years at least. But I remember it being fantastic. The Man with the Iron Fist. I haven't seen that. Heard that's good. I just can't watch everything. That's what it comes down to. I wouldn't go out of my way, Ben, to admit. See, here's the thing. Maybe Ben Demon Hunter likes that because Ben Affleck is also a Ben. But I will let you know that anything involving Ben Affleck is a non-starter for me. Not interesting.
Hang on. Even Kevin Smith movies with Ben Affleck?
Yeah, I don't like those either. I know, right? My wife loves Kevin Smith movies. I can take them or leave them.
Well, one movie that I'm excited about that's coming out pretty soon is Old Charter from the Shelf Turds. Did you see the preview?
I did. Man, they're so good. I wish I was good as the Shelf Turds and what they're doing. They're just so good. Are you in that one?
No. I don't even think there's going to be
no cameo or anything in the... I know. Hey, I wouldn't put it again. I wouldn't bet against David of actually making that film. Like he'll probably keep working on it. Boondock Saints is good. I don't know about fantastic, but like I said,
okay.
I have a weird taste in film, and also because I read stuff most people don't read. I like to read. I read biographies of people who've been through like extreme circumstances, like people who've been prisoners of war in China, prisoners in China for like 30 years, political prisoner. I don't know why I read that stuff. I just like people who kind of overcome these really weird situations, like literal people who've been on desert islands or, got lost in the woods and had to survive. I like to read their books on that stuff.
You know what? Let's talk about real quick worst movies of all time.
Oh,
let's turn it around.
Anything with Ben Affleck in it.
Ben Affleck.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean he's probably all right.
See, mine's a very unpopular one, but I feel it is the worst movie ever made. But a lot of people love it.
I want to hear it. Oh, my wife hates that movie.
Castaway.
I love it.
Oh,
Castaway. Guy talks for volleyball for 2 freaking hours, loses his family, loses his wife, loses his house, everything. There's a beautiful girl he could start over with, and he just drives away.
Yeah.
Stands in the middle of the road. The end. Sorry if there's any spoilers.
Oh, that movie's been around long enough. You're allowed to talk about it. Bourbon Baller, are you saying Gran Torino is a bad movie or a good movie? Because Ben flipped the script on us, and now we're talking about bad movies. I have a feeling that's not a bad movie, though, for you. That's a good movie. But, man, Clint Eastwood, so many great movies. Either starred in... I like the Deadpool. If everybody remembers the Deadpool, the Dirty Harry Deadpool movie. Those are so good. That was a good movie. Any Tom Hanks movie sucks. Bourbon Baller, not a fan of Tom Hanks. Did you like him on Bosom Buddies, though, the TV show? That was excellent shit.
Everyone as a kid liked Big.
No, I didn't like that movie either.
Even as a little kid?
No. Oh, Frederick's here. Premiering his, second premiere, his new screen name, Dan.
Is that Frederick?
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
What's up, buddy?
Good to see you, Frederick. I saw him bop onto Ken's stream. I guess that was yesterday, earlier today. I don't know, whatever. Worst movie ever made, Plan 9 from Outer Space. That's probably true, unless you've seen Manos, The Hands of Fate. Anybody seen Manos, The Hands of Fate? You can, if you could go on to Netflix, I believe they have Mystery Science Theater 3000. And if they go back far enough on the episodes, there's a... So anybody who speaks any Spanish, I'm horrible at it, but Manos is hands. So it translates basically to hands, the hands of fate, because it's Manos, the hands of fate. Horrible movie. Like, you could see the strings on the prop kind of stuff. You could see things are being manipulated by hand. Okay, hold on, Ben. Let me Oh, American Dram, Bye Bye 2020. That's a Russell's pick if I've ever seen one.
I
I just
have
got a
that
new
one.
Russell's pick.
So there are some awful movies that you have to see. Like they're so bad they're good. You know, like
Yeah.
Starship Troopers is one.
Starship Troopers is one, absolutely.
There's good bad movies, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
good bad movies for sure.
Have you ever seen New York City Tornado Terror?
No.
Oh
Sounds
my
like
god!
Sharknado.
It's so awful. It's amazing.
Yeah. Have you seen any of the Cloverfield movies? Like 10 Cloverfield
I like this
Lane,
movie.
Cloverfield?
Yeah, 10 Cloverfield Lane. I've seen that one.
That's a good one. Yeah. Interesting, how they approach the alien that whole alien thing, and then 10 Cloverfield Lanes, that's the one with John Goodman in it, right? That's
Yeah.
where they're underground in a bunker. I'm not going to ruin that one. That's a fun
Has
ride.
anyone seen Rubber?
Not since
Rubber?
I was single.
It's a movie about a tire.
Oh, well, then that's got to be good.
Is it like rolling down the street? Or...
Yeah, that's funny.
It's the storyline where if life wears you down, it's time to change.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Hang on, let me get you the IMDb synopsis.
Oh, Richie Z throwing down my favorite music. Now that's a wide scope because there's some concert movies.
Here you
There's
go.
some concert movies that I like. The Band, that's a good concert movie. I'm not a huge fan of The Band, but the way they did that's great. Hail, Hail, Rock and Roll. Chuck Berry, that's another good movie.
About Rockstar with Mark Wahlberg.
Never seen it.
Really?
Are you ready for the synopsis?
Yep.
Rubber, a film by Quentin Dupieux. A homicidal car tire, discovering it has destructive psionic power, sets its sights on a desert town once a mysterious woman becomes its obsession.
Okay. I got to take care of a little business real quick. I just got a text from Will Zirk. Thanks, buddy. Will wanted to know how he could donate to my stream. Never even mention it. The links are in the description box below. If anybody feels inclined, you can also check out my Patreon there. My Instagram's there. I'm trying to get better doing more stuff on Instagram. I got a store pick Senator Rye today. And
Ooh, I saw your picture on Instagram.
Yeah. So I got that today. So I haven't opened it yet. It's coming soon. But
So
yeah,
this is
so
the first rye I've had since I've got back into drinking, and it's really good. Like is
that coming through? Your
it's
taste
coming
buds are
through
back?
better than anything else I've had. So,
I was going to say the rye might be the thing that breaks through for you. Is that the 10-year?
Yeah, the 10-year.
I still have some of that
The
sample.
fact that you're tasting anything this soon is amazing.
It is
This
amazing.
one actually tastes like it's supposed to taste. So I'm like, I'm
That's it. The
Right.
Last Waltz, Richie Z. That's the movie about the band. The band.
The Dirt. Is that
The Dirt? That's a horrible movie, and I love it.
Yeah, I love it too.
I do. I do have a problem with The Dirt because it's supposed to be like a semi-biographical film about Motley Crue, and Motley Crue was involved in, well, at least Nikki Sixx was involved in the making of that movie. They have some real issues with some what is the word? I forget what the word is. Anyway, it's not, the timeline's messed up. Like they have events in the wrong order in their own movie. If you know some of the history of Motley Crue, I've lived through a lot of that. But they have like the birth of his daughter happening before a certain album came out. It's just weird. It's just weird. But it is a fun movie, and it's got titties in it.
It's got what?
Titties. Titties. It's a.
That's what I thought you said.
It's a slang that people use.
Great
describe.
soundtrack too.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. The soundtrack's good.
That's
But, I found that movie entertaining. I just had to watch it. So, but
Here's a couple of bottles I just received today.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I got that one. Is that the Pinot finish or the Cab?
I don't know. See,
Is that the seal box Pinot finish?
Yeah, Pinot.
Yeah, I've got that.
How do you like it?
I haven't opened it yet. Got like shelf turd sunglasses. Anybody need shelf turd sunglasses?
And
Adam, I'm trying to find that rye so I can have some.
Toasted Nulu. Look at you.
I have that. Is that a toasted bourbon, Nulu? Straight
Yes.
bourbon? Is that a store pick?
No.
I have that one I got in Kentucky, Ben. I forget, what was that, the Liquor Barn? I got a store pick from them.
There's a store name or group
On
name.
yours.
What's that? How do I like it? It's good.
No, what's the proof on it?
I don't know. I got to stand up and look at it.
No, don't worry. Don't worry about it.
There's a store
I just
name or
can't see it
group
from
name
here.
in the front corner of that label. That's a store pick.
Yeah, it's just a store pick. I thought I saw one.
Store or group.
Hey, Ben, check your text according to
Yeah.
Bourbon Ballers. Hey, Adam, look, I found it. The Michter's 10-year rye.
Nice.
I've been holding on to this for just such an
Polish it off,
occasion.
man. It's
I am. That's what I'm going to finish with tonight. I wasn't going to go much longer, but hey, there's still 24 people hanging out, so 24 is one of my lucky numbers. Bless
It's
you.
not a store pick.
Huh, it looked like it. Looked like it. All right. Oh, man, this So this is the only Michter's that I've wanted that I haven't been able to get a bottle of. So I really appreciate my good friend sending me this. Hand delivering. Stopped by my house, dropped it off on the porch. Thanks, Adam. Appreciate
Did I
it.
send you that one, Ben? I think I did, didn't I?
Michter's 10.
Michter's 10 rye.
I think you might have sent me a sample of that.
It's pretty damn tasty. I haven't had it in a couple months. That's definitely delicious.
Kentucky L Batch 4.
You got a sample of that? Did you get it from Daniel Carter?
No, it came from Adam.
Oh, I didn't know you had Kentucky Owl 4.
Mm-hmm.
I almost cracked my Kentucky Owl 2 the yesterday. But I remembered when I went to go do it that the cap on the cork is broken off, so I actually have to break out a corkscrew and fix that.
Yeah.
I sent you 2 samples, Cheech, with your bottle that I sent the other day.
Oh, okay.
I've got Obtanium Polish.
That's supposed to be here tomorrow or Friday, I think.
Yeah.
Obtanium Polish?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't get that one. Hey, Josh, what's up, buddy?
Josh, how you
People
doing?
joining
tonight,
late.
Yeah. How was this morning?
He's drinking water.
And YouTube's still on.
I just got done watching the stream from last night.
Yelling at the TV?
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, man.
How late did you guys go last night?
You were well lit, buddy. I think we ended up over 4 hours.
Yeah, you guys have been doing longer and longer streams, for sure.
Yeah,
that
Josh,
one you did the other night, 5 hours, man.
What you said last night?
It was funny because we were trying to talk to you, Josh, on stream, and you were answering in the chat.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I somehow forgot I could talk.
Adriana's
Nice.
like, oh, he's answering in the chat.
Hold on, Ben. I'm about to solo you. I just had to.
Well,
drink
I
some
don't know
water.
if I can get it to focus, but I'm trying.
Come on, baby.
Apparently, it's fucking with the lighting.
Low.
No, I did the whole.
Yeah, the glare on the bottle is messing with your
glare on
autofocus.
top, probably.
Is that penicillin?
I'd say you need to drink
No,
more water,
actually,
buddy. That looks
if you
kind of
want my
dark.
whiskey collection, that's all you need. Fuck it. It's Michter's 10 rye. I don't care from Adam.
There you go. Drink it.
Or Blichter's 10. Nah. I've had half of it. I have half left.
That's what I'm drinking. I'm drinking I'd say the second half, but it's more like the second. It's like the last 40%.
Adam only sent you guys a sample. He sent me a bottle.
Oh, you poor thing.
Send it with
Adam,
those
I
t-shirts.
still have a little of every sample that I got from you.
That's crazy, dude. I know I still have at least a little bit of one of yours, but
Yeah.
I don't think I have
You
much.
dove right into that when I sent it to you, though. You were
Oh,
like,
yeah.
the day you got
send
it.
samples. I send them ridiculous impossible to find bottles.
I still have that High West American Prairie pick. Got half of that.
Oh, yeah. Bourbon Beginnings in the chat. He's the one that actually sent me that bottle.
Elijah Craig 18. Oh, I'm sorry. I did drink all of the 291. That weird fucking.
Yeah, the 291.
Yeah.
How is that one?
It was weird.
It's good. It's weird. Yeah, it's like
it's weird. I wouldn't say it was bad. I drank the whole thing. That was the only one I think I drank the whole thing when I first opened it
Is it worth the price tag that they charge for that?
That's questionable. So I know other stuff that they sell isn't that good. So Mike was saying like their regular rye. I think he took it to Shane's and like nobody drank that.
Well, there was just so much stuff
there was so much other great shit there was why we didn't drink it.
There was a lot of bottles that just didn't even get opened.
Yeah, I brought 6 bottles with me, and I think we only opened 2 of them.
Yeah.
So
I brought I don't know, like 50 bottles.
You brought a bunch, buddy. There's no doubt.
But I left a couple. I don't even know.
I didn't have room for a lot of bottles because I brought a chair with me.
Yes.
There you go. Chattanooga. That's the single barrel one, right?
Yeah, I still got a little bit in there.
I still have a little bit left in that one bottle, and I have a second bottle of that. I have too much Chattanooga, probably.
Yeah, I think that's the only one I have left from you.
Thanks, Richie. That's awfully kind of you. And yeah, go sub to Livewire Whiskey if you haven't, for sure.
Did you see the 1-2 messages up from that?
I'm just looking. Just became a patron. Hey, thank you so much. And you're off to bed. Well, good night, Tricia. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you becoming a patron. That's awesome. Thank you so much. A lot of crazy stuff going on my Patreon. Finally getting around to getting rewards done. You know, I owe people some rewards, but with the passing of my brother-in-law in the last 2 months, a lot of things in our life got a little crazy. I don't know why you're laughing at that, Ben.
No, I'm sorry. That was terrible timing.
It was terrible timing. I can.
Oh, sorry, but no, go ahead.
And see Josh bottle check everything he has. Do not do that, Josh. Do not do that. Josh,
no, I was laughing that I was scrolling through a note through some like news stuff, and the news headline is OnlyFans has suspended its ban on sexually explicit content. So you can now have they are not stopping sexually explicit content on OnlyFans.
I guess they realized that was bad for their business model to get rid of everything people were there for.
Do on here, so
yeah, they
that's not true, Adam.
So yes, it was horrible timing, and I'm sorry, Cheech, but yeah.
No, I got you, buddy. You know,
like.
Can I time you out? Richie wants to time you out, Ben. Don't time Ben out. Me and Ben can talk and laugh about anything.
I'll time myself out.
But just so you know, Adam, you can actually watch me play drums on OnlyFans. I don't have any pants on while I'm doing it, but not really. I don't. But that's what people are saying. They're like, "Oh,
so you're using 3 drumsticks?"
What's that? Well, I'm just saying. There might be an extra beat in there somewhere.
Yeah, I was just saying it's more impressive when he hits the bass drum with.
That's right.
But you don't have a double bass pedal.
How do you play 3 bass drums at one time? Oh, I have my ways.
How did you get a triple bass pedal?
You know, the biggest drum set I've ever owned in my life did have 3 bass drums. I'm just saying.
Damn, dude, that's crazy.
I don't. You know, the problem with that is moving it, carting that thing around. I play the least amount of drums I can get away with these days, but still.
How did the Def Leppard drummer do it? Just easy,
one-armed,
easy beats.
Yeah, pretty much easy stuff. I mean, he uses his feet a lot. He's got like.
Did he have a foot pedal that did some of the upper drums?
Yeah. Nice. It's all electronic now, you know, that kind of thing.
No, he was asking how he did it.
He does. So electronic drums. He's got like 6 foot pedals. And instead of like, he doesn't actually hit his snare drum, you know, which is the other side. You hit a bass drum, then you hit a snare. That's the 2 and 4 in rock and roll for most of part. He doesn't generally hit the snare drum with his hand. He uses his foot to do that. So You know, that tragic accident that happened in the 80s where he lost his arm, I'm not saying it was a blessing in disguise, but because he went through that, there were so many innovations in electronic drums because he was bound and determined to not lose his gig. And I'll hand it to the guys that he was in a band with, the rest of the guys, they didn't replace him. They could have. They could have just replaced him and gone on because, you know, he's a drummer. But he was determined to make it work, and they were supportive enough to let him do that. And because of that, he worked through a lot of difficulties. New inventions were made to help facilitate him being able to play drums, which was pretty incredible. And a lot of that technology that was developed to help him overcome the loss of his arms, just transferred into, you know, better technology for drummers in general. So, you know, there's a lot of innovation attached to his loss. What's a double kick pedal? So Richie, back in the day when you wanted to play two bass drums like metal players and heavy rock players, you used to have two bass drums. Well, during the 70s, a company called Camco invented a pedal that would allow you to play two bass drum parts on one drum. You still had two pedals, but there's a linkage that goes between the two pedals. So you actually have two beaters hitting one drum, but you're controlling them each separately with each foot. I hope I explained that well. If not, I'll send you a picture of one and you can take
I like a lot of metal, so I know the double bass.
Yeah.
Very distinct sound when you hear it in
for
metal
sure.
songs.
Now, there's some incredible drummers out now that have gone way beyond what I am capable of or was capable of, just because, you know, somebody's always raising the bar. But, you know, I could hold my own on a lot of stuff with the double bass stuff.
I see YouTube videos of grannies doing drum covers and shit.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. There's this one woman, I can't remember her name right offhand, but, you know, she's 60-something years old, you know, and they cut to her video and she's like playing Stained and Saliva and stuff like that. I'm just like, more power to you, lady.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
All right, Ben, Demon Hunter. It's all about the metal, buddy.
Double bass metal. Yeah. I mean, it's a driving force in metal for sure to have the two bass drum, two kick drum thing going on. There's a lot of metal drummers that are very proficient at it. I was fortunate enough, I guess it's been about 2 years ago, to take my wife to see Slayer on their final tour. And over the years, Slayer had lots of different drummers. I could name them, but I'm not going to. But the drummer that they had on tour with their final tour was a gentleman named Paul Bostoff, who is an incredible drummer. First of all, he's a big dude. He's very muscular, but it's amazing how fluid they can play the drums, being, you know, a big muscular person. But it was Slayer, it was Lamb of God, which also has a killer drummer, Cannibal Corpse, which we mentioned earlier, and another band called Amon Amarth. They're I guess I want to say they're Swedish. I could be wrong. They might be Norwegian. I don't know if Frederick's here. If you know who Amon Amarth is, if you can tell us. I'm probably wrong on that. They could be from some other place over there, but they're like a Scandinavian type metal band. But 4 incredible bands with 4 incredible drummers. It was pretty awesome. I really had a good time with that, and Jen did too, because she got to see her favorite band at the time was Lamb of God. She got to see them. It was I took her there for her Mother's Day gift. We went to a metal show for her Mother's Day gift, so it was pretty cool.
Nice.
Richie Z, the first drummer I recognized as being amazing as a kid was John Bonham, then Neil Peart, then Cozy Powell. All amazing drummers. John Bonham, heavy influence on my playing earlier. I definitely did my time with the Neil Peart Rush stuff. And Cozy Powell, most people don't know Cozy Powell is. There was a band called Emerson, Lake and Powell, ELP. They later became Emerson, Lake and Palmer, so they could still be ELP, but there's a different drummer. It's the drummer from the band Asia, Carl Palmer. But those are 3 fantastic drummers that kind of run the gamut. Obviously, Neil Peart was a huge influence on a lot of drummers. And, of course, Neil passed away. It's been almost 2 years ago, I guess, now. So we lose our heroes, and then they become legends. That's what happens. What do you got there, Adam? 4-gate something or other.
Mash and Journey 4-gate.
How's that?
It's really, really.
Is that the one that's got like the toasted coconut thing going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I might have had a flavor. Did you send me a sample of that?
No.
I forget who I got it from. I got a sample of that, and it was definitely had a toasted coconut thing going on. So many good picks. You could pretty much just spend your entire budget just with all the people putting picks out right now.
Totally.
And Mash and Journey, I think they probably put out more picks than anybody in such a short time. I know the Bourbon Junkies have put out a lot of picks, but I've never gotten any of theirs just because I'm not a patron of theirs. You have to be pretty high up in their tiers to even get a chance at one of them. That's the unfortunate thing. But it happens. Okay. Ben Demon Hunter says that Aminara, he is guessing, is Swedish. I thought they were Swedish too. I could be wrong. Somebody could look that up.
Ken said they're Swedish.
Okay. And they were better than I thought they'd be. When we knew we were going to see them, we checked them out on YouTube, and we were pretty unimpressed. But when we got there and saw them live, they were very, very good. Tim Evans is asking if Adam can taste. He is getting his taste.
Yeah,
back,
these ryes are punching through.
Yeah. So when I had COVID, I got COVID like first wave COVID, like when it first hit. We had a super spreader event
before
at
it
our
was
gig.
cool.
What's that?
Cheech had it before it was cool.
Yeah, I'm old school when it comes to that stuff. Anyway, the only symptom I have was I couldn't taste or smell. I had no other symptoms whatsoever. And I couldn't, for some reason, I didn't feel like I was getting back my taste and smell quick enough. It was a couple weeks in. So I was like, oh, I'll go eat some like really spicy Mexican food. Nothing. My mouth definitely burned, but I didn't taste anything. And then I came home, and I forget which rye it was, but I drank a straight rye of somebody's. I can't remember who it was. And after that, my taste buds came back. The rye was the thing that brought it back. So
yeah, I'm pretty stoked about
being able to taste
how much
again.
These ryes are opening it up for me.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're getting back to normal, buddy. You make us worry.
Get a lot more sweetness too. I started with a 1792 single barrel. It tasted a lot sweeter than anything I've had the last few days.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I heard sometimes sweets break through as well, but I heard pepper, like black pepper, helps break through on the COVID, and then you're like the fourth person that said rye has gotten them through. I know rye was the first thing that seemed to get through for me. I'm going to shut this down in 10 minutes, just letting everybody know, because it'll be 2 a.m. here, and I got stuff to do tomorrow, kind of.
Sounds good, buddy.
Yeah, but I'm glad everybody's hung out. We're still holding a bunch of people in chat. Got some new subscribers. Got a new Patreon. That's pretty awesome.
Anybody wants to join the after party?
Is it going to be an after
jump
party?
In the queue.
Yeah, you can jump in. There's some space. The link is still pinned to the top of the chat. Tim Evans, you can jump in.
Get in here, Tim. Get in here, Big Vic.
Yeah, Big
Vic too, yeah.
Richie Z.
Yeah, Richie Z.
Richie Z.
Richie Z wish he had a bottle of 4-gate. Any 4-gate, Richie? Or
Bourbon Baller?
Ken? You can.
Bourbon Beginnings?
Ken did a puzzle.
Ken?
9-hour stream today.
Damn.
I checked in like 4 different times and watched him do that puzzle. Lilith Morgan. Okay, well, we'll go 6 more hours. Lilith's here.
What's up, Lil?
Hey, Lil. How you doing? Good afternoon to you. Definitely not afternoon where I'm at. Gosh, it's got to be, what, 5 o'clock in the evening for you, Lil? Somewhere around there? You must have just got home from work or something.
Can I tell you how happy it makes me? It's so many people's phones autocorrect bourbon to bourbon. Like just happened to Tim Evans.
Mine does.
I like to say Ruben's channel name.
Oh, and it corrected it to bourbon. That's funny. Okay, so Richie Z said he just had a sample from Scott of the 4-gate. Yeah, I like the 4-gates. I wish, that price point is just, it's hard for me, that price point. Okay, Lil says it's 3:50 p.m. and she's on the train on the way home. Good, I hope you get home soon.
This is the only 4-gate I've ever bought
I bought I think it was the Kelvin 3. I drank through it pretty quickly, and I was like, man, that's an expensive bottle to drink through quickly, and so I didn't buy any more. I weigh it as that bottle at, let's just call it $200. You can get four $50 bottles that are fantastic for the same money. So, what's up? Don Holland's here. What's up, Don? Crazy people. Hey, I'm going to play my my intro again for all the people who just got here. I say my intro. It's probably going to change 100% tomorrow. We'll see. Let's see. Wow. Don Holland just ordered the Ingmar Bergman Criterion box set. 39 films. Don, you must have a lot of free time, because I can only imagine, you figure the average film, let's just say they're 2 hours. You're talking about a full-time job for 2 weeks just watching films.
Don, have you heard about streaming services?
Well, some stuff's not available on streaming. Just like some music, like there's a lot of out-of-print music that unless you can find the record or the CD in a used store somewhere, you're never going to hear it again. I was unable to find an album that I played on back in '94. Before the advent of streaming services. You're still making CDs, and somehow a friend of mine was able to find somebody who had uploaded the album onto YouTube. Of course, they should be getting a copyright strike, but somehow they haven't. So, an album that I recorded on that I don't even have a copy of, I was able to listen to. It sucks. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I don't think Josh is drinking. You're not drinking, are you, Josh?
What is that behind you? Behind you.
What's behind you, Josh?
Yeah, that.
It's a quilt.
Oh,
Quilt. Damn.
A Beastie Boys quilt?
Yeah, look at that. I thought it was a surfboard cover.
Is it covering something?
It's covering horse saddles.
Ah, nice.
Do you have horses?
I thought it was a dead body, but whatever.
I was like, he's hiding something.
I thought it was a real doll. Just saying.
Yeah, it's my wife's horse saddles. I'm covering them with the Beastie Boys just to annoy her.
Oh, don't annoy your wife. So do you have horses, or your wife has horses?
The wife has a horse.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I grew up with horses. So.
Sorry about
you get drunk and yell at it?
The horse or the quilt?
No, only the wife.
Oh man.
That's where he went when he got off the stream list. He went and hung out with the horse.
Teach a horse a lesson.
That's it, Adam. I finished off the Michter's 10 Rye, and it was fantastic. Thank you, buddy. That was so good.
Nice little treat, huh?
I'm so glad you pulled that out, and I remembered I had it. I was like, I ran into that.
Yeah, you can get those on MSRP, dude. They're worth it, I think. Like those are.
I have the 10 bourbon, but I don't have the 10 Rye, and I have never seen the 10 Rye. And if I do see the 10 Rye, it will not be at retail, unfortunately, unless I get lucky.
Yeah, it was like 122 in Utah. It was MSRP on that.
Wow.
You see another one of those.
Dude, there was literally, it was the most random thing. Like, we literally had one case that dropped in Utah, and it was at the most random store when I used to live in southern Utah, where literally nothing gets dropped there. And it popped in that store out of all the stores, and it was like a few blocks from my house. So I'm like, is that really? Like, is that real? And so I went in there, and there was still 2 on the shelf. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I've had some of those like surreal moments with whiskey hunting. When I got my Eagle Rare 17, it was one of those. I'm like, am I really being offered this by a store owner who could sell this for 10 times what he's trying to sell it to me for? Yeah. Of course, you got to say yes. Yeah, yes. Lilith, I have not played the intro. I didn't. You did not miss it, but I'm going to play it. It's 10 seconds, so hopefully your internet will stay on for 10 seconds. And I'm sure everybody else is tired of seeing it. And like I said, there's a good chance it probably won't be my intro the next time I do a stream, and be something else. But it was just something I threw together. So here we go, and here we go. And that was it. I'm going to play it again because I left your message up over it. So we'll do it one more time. 10 seconds. Here we go. Ben, your neck is going to hurt so bad. That's funny as shit, though. All right. Well,
It's the first time I've ever had like metal hair.
Yeah, you're there, bro. You're there. The metal Jerry Garcia. All right. Well, I'm going to shut this crazy shit show down. I know I said I wasn't going to, but I've been on way too long. It's been almost 3 hours, and it's almost 2 a.m. where I'm at. And I've got to take my daughter to school in the morning, so I probably should sober up a little bit. But hey, everybody, thanks for hanging out on an impromptu stream on a Wednesday night. I just figured Livewire went on Tuesday this week, and I asked Mike if you guys were going to go on, and he said no. I'm like, I think I might go on after Jason, and so I did. So
good call.
Yeah, it was a good time. And you know, the name of the channel is Whiskey Encore, and I kind of looked at this as kind of like an opportunity to be the Whiskey Encore, you know, because the last week with the Bourbon Junkies, they went off at midnight my time, and I'm like, people on the West Coast, there was nothing left for them to watch at that hour. I'm like, I can't do that to people. People were just getting into it, so I took it upon myself a little bit, just like Livewire did last night with the absence of the junkies. Take the opportunity to give people something to watch if they want to. Good night, everybody. Oh man, C. Jackson just got here just in time for the end, buddy. I wish you were here earlier. Was he here earlier? Did I miss you? I think he just got here.
What's up, C. Jackson?
Here, C. Jackson.
Yep. Lilith loved the intro. Richie's right. Some headbanging. Richie's saying good night to me and everyone else. Ruben, good night.
Richie.
All right, I'm going to shut this thing down, and if you jump in real quick, there's the Stream Elements thing. There's Tim Evans in the background. That's cool. And all right, hey, I love all you guys. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you guys Saturday night, Sunday morning on my regular time. Have a good one.
Later.
Later.